And we're live. Chatterbox 60 with Daytwar Klein, Skittles McStabby Pants. For your eyes only. Just continuing the theme because I couldn't think of anything more original this morning.
Yeah, that's fine.
Stealing old Bond fucking. That is a Bond movie, right? For your eyes only?
I believe so. Oh, Jesus, I thought I turned the sound down. Motherfucker. Okay, there we go. That's the kind of quality you expect on the show.
Yeah, let's just. Well, it's a way to kill time by just playing everything twice.
Yeah, put another loop on there.
Oh man, so I don't know if you heard the amazing news, but there's actually like a move to split California into two states, which has been suggested in multiple times. Like the attempt to split California into multiple states has happened several times in the past. So it's never been successful. It's really unlikely it's going to work now, but this is probably the more reasonable one I've seen. Because, you know, all this orange area is really more conservative.
Yeah.
And all this blue area is really more liberal. And it's pretty ridiculous for people in such a small area to be making laws for all the rest of these people who genuinely have different issues.
Yeah, no, it is really a microcosm for, you know, why the Electoral College exists.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a lot of these areas are more rural and they need a different kind of, you know, governing because they're more about farming and stuff like that. And like laws that make sense for areas like Los Angeles and San Francisco, which are the ones making the laws essentially. Really don't make sense for places like Fresno and Riverside and stuff like that, like building codes. And there's a lot of, I mean, it's not even just about liberal Democrat. There's just a lot of other stuff involved that just really makes more sense to have it split.
Right.
I've also heard a move to split the top part off and then split the bottom part in half to make three states, which would also probably not be a bad idea.
Right. But this kind of makes more sense. Like I've heard the 3-state thing, which is more geographic, but this seems more demographic, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, it would make a lot more sense. And it would essentially cut the population in half.
Yeah.
I think unfortunately I would still be just in the blue.
Right.
Because I'm like right up around in this area. I don't know for sure where that map. It's not very specific, but
I like how they're trying to keep San Diego in that area, dude.
Oh, in the orange?
Yeah.
I think because otherwise it'd take a big swath of farmland, essentially.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. Just inland, like on the other side of the mountains, especially.
And let's be fair, a big part of this is probably being able to put a border wall in a lot easier with a lot less lack of cooperation.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
But essentially,
you got people who probably want it.
Yep. Well, and they're going about it in a similar way to Virginia, West Virginia, how those states split into two. So I don't know. Like to me, I think it's actually not a bad idea. I genuinely wouldn't be opposed to California splitting into two states. It's a little. I mean, even split, it would still be like the 6th largest state, population-wise. Yeah. So I mean, him claiming it's idiotic. I don't think any of them are idiotic. I think it actually makes sense. California really spans a really broad range of politics, but then is stuck going blue because you got these small cities or these huge cities that basically just sway everything in a really unrealistic fashion.
Yeah, that's freaking. Like I said, for some reason, like again, obviously it's still incredibly unlikely.
Oh yeah, it's not likely to happen at all.
But this one kind of makes more sense than a lot of the other ones I've heard, though. You know what I mean?
Well, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it happen, but I don't think it's gonna. I'd vote for it. But I think it's like the same thing with like making people want to annex Mexico, people want to annex Puerto Rico. I think the process of making new states is so incredibly difficult that I don't think it's very likely to happen. It would take more cooperation between the parties, I think. to get the number of people on board that would need to be on board. It's like,
it's still.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying, well, this one again also feels like the way they've kind of redone it, it's kind of equal. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. As far as population, if it's that equal, then, you know, it's actually got a somewhat of a chance. And they're actually trying to do it. Like, they're actually trying to go through the process of doing it.
Yeah, no, they've
instead of just talking about
stuff like that. Yeah, instead of just talking, they're actually making a concerted effort to do it. They have my support. You know, I don't know. You know, I can definitely understand why they'd want to. I would agree with a lot of what they're saying. You know, like these sanctuary cities, these drains on their fucking resources. You know, especially the rural communities, man.
Yeah, yeah, that must be driving them nuts, dude.
California state taxes are incredibly high. They've driven a lot of businesses away. And the only reason they keep getting businesses that move here is for the cachet of it, you know, being in San Francisco or being in fucking LA.
Right. The prestige.
But there's a lot of other small businesses that just can't cope with all the tax. So it makes sense, especially if they lower taxes with small businesses in the new California area. You know, these small farms and stuff could actually do all right.
Yeah. No, I would actually like to see it happen, especially because, like I said, I love San Diego. Out of everything in fucking California, I just love San Diego. So it would be going with the part of California that I would actually prefer it still be in. So that helps.
Well, I think it's going to get blocked primarily because if it occurred, it would give Republicans a huge fucking boost in the Electoral College.
Yeah, and be cutting all those electoral votes out of California. Instead of just
all of them going because of a small majority of Democrats that live in a few cities, it would literally be like half the votes would probably end up going Republican more often than not, and half would go Democratic more often than not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I still wanted to see that change too. Like, I have no problem with the Electoral College, but it doesn't seem like if you barely win a state, you just get all of those votes. Like, I don't know. It seems like they should be individualized. You know what I mean? Instead of
sort of like along the same lines as like the representatives kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
I believe you get the same number of electoral votes as you do for reps. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
So you could have like each area that votes for like a rep votes for an elector. I don't know, man. I feel like that's sort of good and sort of not good at the same time. Like, I wonder how far do you parse it down before you start getting into the tyranny of the majority again? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, I'm just thinking New York and California are always Democrat, but there's a lot of areas there that aren't no,
I totally get what you're saying. I'd like to see better representation. I'm like, and that doesn't seem like a bad idea. I just wonder. I wonder where does the line between getting fair representation of everybody in the country and not avoiding, but also avoiding that tyranny of the majority kind of issue. Because it kind of sounds like on a state level, maybe that is a little bit of a tyranny kind of thing for each state. You know what I mean? Like, there's also a bunch of places in Texas that would totally vote, left wing. So I guess
it would probably. There's a good chance it would balance out. I'd be kind of curious.
That's what I would hope for. Is that it would balance out to roughly the same breakdown.
Yeah, somebody has to have done that. I'll have to look that up. But.
Yeah.
Well, in like how elections would have turned out.
A lot of these Democrat elected politicians totally ignore like the whole middle of the country and basically just fuck it over all the time.
Yeah.
It's like under Obama, the coastal areas did fine, but the whole flyover states just got screwed. I mean, he just demolished the fucking middle of the country badly. That's why our economy went down so bad under him.
Yeah. I'm amazed that Obama didn't catch more shit for his bad policies, dude. But it would be racist, I guess. I forgot about that. It's totally racist to say something like that.
Or what about the flip-flopping? He's totally against fucking illegal immigrants, and then suddenly he's all for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit like that.
Almost like someone had to tell him, like, hey, if we let them all in, they vote for us, like, overwhelmingly.
So that's the problem. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, not only do they let them in, but then they give them free money. That's the part that really is wrong about the whole situation.
Yeah, that's crazy. You can just show up here, be illegal, completely illegal, and still get food stamps and all kinds of assistance.
Yeah, and it's like, why am my tax money going to that? I shouldn't have to pay taxes if it's all going to pay a bunch of people who don't belong in my country, who've never fucking contributed shit,
Yeah. No, it's bizarre, man.
So gross. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, Oakland just recently went on the what do you call it? The bandwagon. The sanctuary city.
Oh, really?
She's essentially banned cooperation with federal immigration agents.
Jesus, dude.
And at that point, she should be arrested.
Yeah.
At that point, you're just completely ignoring like the fucking laws of the land.
Yeah.
There should be no position or of any kind that allows you to just flaunt the laws of the land. Like, these are the laws we've all agreed
with them or not.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of that. I mean, that's what's going on. That's going on in the judicial system a lot. Like,
with putting a stop on DACA being done with. Because I mean, Trump was like, he gave Congress time to decide whether or not they were going to make it into an actual law or whatever, and then he just canceled the act, let it run out. And they were like, no, you can't do that, it's illegal. No, that's the definition of legal. It's solely within his authority to do.
Yeah, seeing as how the president's office is the one that made it law to begin with. You know what I mean?
And it's a presidential act. There is no one else who has any other say in it other than the president, without going through a specific process of like voting and all this other legislative acts. Like they'd have to make laws to overturn it, essentially.
Yeah, it'd be different if Congress was the one that voted on it and enacted it.
Yeah, well, that was why he was giving them the option. He was saying, like, look, I end this, then the next president starts it up again, and then the next president ends it. This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
you need to make it into a law so it's more stable one way or the other, whichever way that may be.
Right.
Something that I thought was incredibly intelligent that nobody really gave him credit for.
Right.
It was just like, because that makes a lot of sense, because this DACA thing is going to keep coming back if it's never basically set in law.
Yeah. Well, again, he's not going to get much credit for anything, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, amongst Republicans, he is. It's the press is going to lie about it, but that's just what the press does.
Yeah, even a decent amount of Republicans though are. I'm really ashamed of my senator, man. I wish he'd shut the fuck up, or like, I don't like wishing death on people. Again, I think I've said this before, but I kind of wish McCain would die of old age already, dude. Because he's talking. It's fucking weird. I don't know if you saw what I'm talking about. But...
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oakland has designated $1 million in funding to create a rapid response hotline to help people out who've been caught as illegal aliens.
Wow. That's amazing.
Of any Oakland resident, like regardless of whether or not they belong here, it's absolutely unacceptable. I mean, literally, they're paying $1 million to aid and abet criminals. And that's all money that came out of the taxpayer's pocket. Like, I don't understand how people are okay with that. It blows my mind.
Yeah, no, haven't they talked? Somebody was talking about actually going in and arresting these people that are, ignoring the laws, or not even just ignoring them, actively opposing the law of the land.
Yeah, I've been talking about it for a long time. I say they should be arrested and put in jail.
No, I know you have, dude, but I'm saying like people that are in positions of authority. Like I can't remember who it was, but somebody like an actual lawmaker was talking about.
Oh, probably Trey Gowdy. Trey Gowdy. I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, William Stanchover, what's up, man? Maybe the wine prices would go down. Oh, if we split California. Oh man, I really completely dropped the ball on looking at chat. Sorry about that, man.
Yeah, again, we were talking about it before we went on. Neither of us are feeling particularly focused today.
Oh, so, yeah, no, completely out of it.
Yeah, but we'll try to focus at least on the chat, dude.
Somewhat. I swear I will focus on the chat at least a little bit.
Yeah, from this point on, we will.
Yeah, we'll try to be on top of it.
Yeah. But yeah, John McCain, real quick, John McCain was saying that Trump needs to stop attacking the press. The poor, defenseless press.
Why?
Because he's a fucking old, fucking senile dumbass, dude.
That's insane. Yeah, like they're blatantly lying consistently.
And he's a Republican, dude. That's my point. Is he's a fucking, maybe a rhino, I guess, but you know what I mean? He's officially a Republican, dude, and he's been talking.
Yeah, no. He's a globalist, though. Globalist cuck.
Yeah.
The term.
It sucks, man. I really fucking like the dude. Like he was, back before, when I hated Republicans with a passion. He was one of the few Republicans I actually liked. Right up through his when he lost to George W. in the Republican primaries that time. From then on, he's just fucking, and maybe he had always sold out, and I just didn't know it. That's a real possibility, real strong possibility. But ever since then, dude, he just kowtowed all the fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah, no, it's insane.
Yeah, I was literally going to go work, like quit my job and work for his campaign if he would have fucking won the primary.
Wow,
like that's how much I like the guy, and now I can't fucking stand him, dude.
Yeah. Well, he swung a lot too, though. I think he started taking money.
Yeah. That would explain it. It would explain a lot.
Yeah. You know who I'd like to see run is Trey Gowdy. I don't know if you know who Trey Gowdy is.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
That
guy's a fucking maniac. Yeah,
he is absolutely fucking off the wall, and he has no fucking fear. He just goes right into the heart of the matter, no matter what it is. Like, and honestly, it doesn't feel biased to me.
Mm-hmm.
He just seems like a guy who's really genuinely honest, and actually is just sort of like surrounded by this corruption. And I could be totally wrong here because he's a politician, so who fucking knows, really, right?
Yeah. No, he seems pretty consistent, though.
Yeah, but he seems like this guy who's just honest and is like, what are you people lying about this shit for? Come on now.
Yeah.
Like, stop it.
No, he seems really incredulous, like, all the time. So that's why I think, like, oh, shit, maybe this guy's genuine.
Yeah, maybe he's like an actually decent person. I'd like to see him run. I'd vote for that dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also seems like Trey. So, I mean, how do you not vote for the guy named Trey?
Right. Trey Gowdy. Southern dude named Trey Gowdy.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he'll learn about as soon as California splits, you know?
Yeah. All right, Dade, I don't want to insult you, but I assume you know what the rhino means, the RINO, Republican in name only. Just in case you didn't, I wanted to point that out.
Oh, that it's spelled RINO?
Yeah. No, he did the RHINO. So
I didn't know that.
I assume he knows, but just in case.
That's honestly, you're the first time I've heard it.
Are you serious?
I've always seen it spelled R. Maybe my brain put the H in, but genuinely, I've always seen it as RHINO.
Oh, okay. I said that I figured you knew, but I wanted to make sure. I said that, Dade.
I will absolutely accept the well, I think he was talking about me being an idiot because I didn't know it was RINO.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I'll accept that. I can't argue, man.
All right, everything's about me, goddammit. All right.
But I'm a good cook. I'm making good food. Oh, it's usually spelled with a lowercase h.
I've never seen it with a lowercase a, dude. Don't listen to him. I've always seen it as just all capitals. I've always seen it as just RINO, all capitals.
I think my brain just fills in the letter that's missing.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah,
that's crazy that you've never. You never heard that expression, the RINO? Is that what you were saying?
Never.
Not even for Democrats? Like, they have the same one for Democrats. It's just
I've heard Rhino. I've heard Rhino. I just never knew Rhino was specifically Republican in name only.
Yeah. I just knew they do the same thing for Democrats.
Republicans that were like really not Republican. They were more like globalists. Because the way I look at it, parties. There's the globalists, and then there's the Republicans and the Democrats.
Right.
God damn it, I'm gonna ignore that. I know that's stupid phone.
All right, Dave, I get it now. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I finally started getting scam calls on my fucking phone. Like, I got a text, they're like, "You won a lottery," and I'm like, "That's interesting because I haven't fucking entered any." And they're like, "You just need to go to your fucking, this place and enter in all your personal information." Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah. It makes it a little less likely to win the lottery when you don't buy any tickets. I mean, the odds are pretty astronomical already. But
yeah, yeah. If I can win it without buying tickets, I'm pretty much fucking set. Crazy fucking pants, man. So fucking.
But yeah, there is
I know exactly who sold my number.
Oh, really?
I don't give it to anybody, man. I don't like companies. I do not give my number to companies. The only places that have it are my work and like my doctor's office and my dentist's office. And and so it's got to be the dentist or the fucking company that does the timesheets through my work, because you have to get a fucking what do you call it? The password to log in. Sometimes you have to, like, every so often you have to get it sent to your phone, which is nonsense. Total fucking nonsense.
Right. Although Dave said it could be the cell phone company itself, dude.
I wouldn't surprise me, man. I don't know, man. It just drives me fucking nuts because now I get these calls for like fucking. It's always like a resort, and then the lottery is a new one. The whole "you won the lottery" text, that shit was brand new. But they always want to send me on some sort of vacation for like super savings.
Nice of them.
Yeah, no, I know. It only cost me like all my fucking money or something.
Right.
Or, a lot of those things, I think what happens is they don't disclose all of the things that you're going to actually have to pay for. So you get there and then suddenly you have like hundreds of dollars of expenses that they basically just rip you off for.
Yeah. No, that one's. There's a lot of shit like that, dude. They used to have the old, you won this contest. You only have to pay for shipping and handling. It's like $12. And then it would be like I remember back in the 80s, they had like the food processor craze, shit that would fucking chop up your, like, juice your fruit and that kind of shit. Yeah, and then they'd send something that's like so basic, like has nothing really in common with the food processor, other than it has a little sticker on it that says food processor. Like, it's something really basic that's worth like $2 or something, and you just paid $12 for shipping for it.
Well, that's why you actually need like regulations of some kind. Like to kind of put a stop to like just the blatant fraud stuff. Like, you don't need like 5 billion pages of regulations like we have now, but you do need enough to like keep people from just blatantly dumping toxic chemicals in every river and lake, and just some just real generic stuff. I mean, this is false information as much as you can. The only place I couldn't do that was the fucking those companies, like the medical stuff, because they call me to verify appointments and I call them. So
they said anything with the Affordable Care Act, dude, that's fucking nuts. If they fucking sold information.
I don't go through the Affordable Care Act.
Yeah, no, not you. Again, not everything's about you, Stabby. But if that actually fucking happened, if that fucking if like whoever's administering that is actually selling information from people signing up for the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare,
surprise me.
That's fucking bullshit, dude. That's fucked up. Oh yeah, and again, there's the same thing for Democrats. It's just, again, DINO instead of RINO. Like in Maryland, like you pretty much can't get elected in Maryland if you're a fucking Republican. So they throw that label around quite a bit over there.
Oh, like, Democrat, yeah.
I remember when we were doing when I was doing the surveys over the phone, like the working for the company doing surveys. We were trying to get because you got to get certain demographics, right? And that was one of them. We had to get like a Republican. Well, first it would be just Republicans. Like we need to just get Republicans to complete the survey. Then it would get down to a specific age or whatever, like from 51 to 60 or whatever. And holy shit, dude, it was like trying to find a fucking unicorn, dude. Finding somebody that was a fucking Republican in Maryland, dude. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, really? You're Republican? You're not fucking with me? Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be like trying to find poor people in Connecticut.
Right. Yeah. Fucking rich ass Connecticut. Punk ass.
Yeah, you want to save the country, just burn Connecticut to the ground and salt it.
Yeah.
So nothing ever grows there again.
Why is Connecticut why is Connecticut so popular for fucking rich people? It's got to be with the tax laws.
I have no idea. It's the fall. The leaves look really pretty. I don't know.
And I would guess it has more to do with, like, again, less taxes or something.
There's probably like better tax shelter laws in that state or something. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Take out the Hamptons, take out Connecticut. Get rid of like Beverly Hills. Like what other places, if we struck, could we just like fucking get a lot of these globalists all at once?
What you mean besides DC?
Yeah, besides DC. I mean, if you take out all the fucking lobbyists. It's funny because like I think I have way more respect for lawyers than lobbyists. Like, lawyers are necessary. You need lawyers for stuff. Like, they can really help you out if you're, if you got arrested or if you're fucking trying to make a contract, do business, whatever. Lawyer's a great thing.
Yeah. But yeah, lobbyists.
Fucking lobbyists are the slime of the fucking earth.
Yeah, that is a pretty nasty. Yeah. Although I imagine there are some lobbyists that are lobbying for something like pure and genuine, but I would imagine that's, again, like finding a unicorn. Yeah, and then probably totally accidental on the lobbyist's fault. They're like, "Oh shit, am I lobbying for something that's actually good for people?"
You know what? I think that would be a chance, like a circumstance, and not a design thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't
a chance they might actually accidentally do things that are good for people once in a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Indeed. Fuck them all.
Oh man, are lobbyists even real people? Can we just put them in an oven?
Yeah, it does seem like a fucking just a shitty way to make a living, dude. You pretty much know you're representing something that is doing harm to a lot of people in the name of some rich fucks, and then you still do it and take the money.
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go here. So I wanted to kind of shift off of politics a little bit. So I had an interesting thing. I was watching this channel on YouTube for a while where they were talking about like canning and fermenting and pickling things and whatnot. And they kept referring to like the phases of the moon and how it can affect what you're pickling or canning and stuff. And I was like, that doesn't seem to make sense. And as it turns out, it's total bullshit.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
But who would have thought? Like, apparently, a lot of people that make things like kombucha and shit like that honestly think that like you have to do it during like certain moon phases.
Wow, that is pretty spectacular, man.
Well, I mean, there's a certain what is it? Come back, brain, come back. Like doing it like the moon thing, I think it started from figuring out when you could harvest stuff like during the course of the year, like knowing that there were like certain times a year you could pick things, and knowing that was probably about the time that you would start pickling and canning and doing any other form of preservation for whatever you were getting at the time, because no refrigeration and whatnot.
Although the phases affect that is a little weird.
Well, I would imagine like you figure out like what month you're going to harvest, and then like because like it, and then by the certain time of that month, every year, it's probably about right around the same time of that month too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that's when it really starts to kick into high gear, just because it's like.
Well, the phases don't really match up like that, though, do they? The phases of the moon don't match up that exactly.
Do they not? I thought they did. I could be wrong.
No.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, because it's 31 days in a month and 28 days in a lunar month.
Yeah, like 28 and a half, I think, actually, is how long it takes the actual phases to complete.
Yeah. Interesting, yeah. Well,
so it turns out they're just fucking nuts, dude. It's just fucking moon worship or some weird shit.
Yeah, just weird bullshit. Well, this same person was talking about how like plastic is going to kill you if anything's ever in plastic.
Oh, right.
Plastic bags are the devil and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah, they get in some crazy shit, man. That they just accept, like, oh, okay. Is this holistic?
It's all the off-gassing, man. Everything is off-gassing, and all the off-gassing is going to fucking derp.
What?
Fucking poison you in your sleep or some shit.
What is off-casting? Is that what you're saying?
Off-gassing? GASSING?
I don't know what that means, dude. I've never heard that.
Okay, so off-gassing is depending on like what you paint your house with, or the wood you use, or the carpet material. It gives off gases, and some of them will be poison.
Oh, okay, dude. All right. Yeah, look at that. We're all learning new terms today, dude.
That's super big in the fucking tiny house community. There's so many people who are like, oh, and I used all of these materials are naturally sourced, so I don't have to worry about off-gassing. But I did have to use paint over here because it's such a small space. I'm not as worried about off-gassing as I would be in a more traditional home. And I'm like, if you're fucking picking your home by off-gassing, then you're a fucking idiot.
That's So they're saying like just having paint is constantly giving, or any of that shit is just constantly giving off gases that are killing us.
Yeah. So off-gassing is a legitimate term, but they're distorting the reality of it. Because the reality is when you have like the first, you I don't know if you've ever painted a house, but you can tell as it dries, it's putting off fumes.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking when you're actually painting. Yeah.
Yeah, and after like a couple of days, really, there's nothing to be concerned about. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But they want to have you believe that it lasts forever and ever, and like gives off gases for like 20 years, and you're fucking. Wow. It's growing cancer in your toenails or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Oh my god.
Depending on your situation, some of the natural materials might be a really good idea, but like if you're building out like a van, if you're converting a van into like a small camper, like a small RV kind of thing, using wool insulation is a really good idea. Because wool is naturally mildew and mold resistant. It doesn't lose its it maintains like something like 80 or 90% of its thermo protection thermal qualities even when it's wet. And the thing is, the majority of people who heat these things, RVs in general, just use propane, and propane generates a lot of moisture. So the traditional recreational vehicles, that's one of the big issues they get is mold and mildew.
Fucking beautiful.
That was such a good fucking switch. Oh man, I don't know. I can't talk.
But for some reason, mildew sounded all right. Like I was like milled, but then mildew sounded fine to me. Moldew's close enough.
Yeah, that stuff gets in behind the walls and under the floors and shit and just destroys them. If you're not super, super good about keeping your RV aired out and dry.
No. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Toenail awareness and mildew.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, Mad Metalman in the chat. Hey, man.
Nice. Glad you're here, buddy. Yeah, and for painting, nothing but ochre. You can only use ochre and only those colors.
Oh,
so if it's not red or yellow, brown, you're fucked.
Well, a lot of the people will only use like mineral oil because they want to preserve the natural qualities of the wood.
And
I'm like, okay, whatever, man. Like, just can't you just like say because you like the way it looks? Because it looks nice. Because really, that's why you made that choice. Like, let's all not pretend either it was because it was cheaper and took less steps. Because if you're just putting a layer of mineral oil on wood, it just takes like 2 or 3 coats and you're pretty well set. You don't have to do it again for a couple of years, and it'll still stay pretty waterproof.
Yeah, although that kind of shit's common nowadays. They find some fucking reason that it's them being virtuous. Again, virtue signaling bullshit. That's kind of like vegan gains pretending that he's a vegan for moral purposes.
Oh yeah.
Instead of he just kind of was forced to.
If you just don't want to eat meat, go for it. I don't care. I just don't want to hear the fucking moral horse shit. Like you don't fucking care about animals.
Yeah, that's the thing. Vegan Gains has shown himself to be a fucking scumbag. Like, if you see your grandfather dying of a heart attack and you're filming it and then screaming about how, look, see, this is what meat does. Like, your morality. Honestly, it's not even question. You're a shitty human being. Well,
but realistically, any kind of farming kills a whole bunch of animals, man.
Yeah.
I mean, mice and fucking squirrels and all sorts of gophers and moles and shit. Like they kill those by the droves when they harvest and just as a general, like to protect the crops.
Yeah,
they kill birds, they kill, like, a lot of shit dies when you farm.
All right, that's just a fallacy. I don't know what kind, but if you're debating with Vegan Gains, he will call that he will call everything either anecdotal or some kind of fallacy.
Well, and then how many?
Although I think he stopped using the word fallacy. I think because he used it literally every time somebody made some kind of argument. He literally called it fill in the blank fallacy. So I think
but you got to actually demonstrate. So like when you're debating someone, you can't just be like, "Hey, man, that's a red herring fallacy." You got to be like, "Look, that isn't true because what you're talking about has nothing to do with the topic. You're just trying to distract from the subject at hand." You're generally not supposed to even call out the fallacy.
Yeah. No, that's his whole argument thing is everything you say is invalid because I can attach some fallacy to it.
Yeah. You actually have to prove that it's invalid. Just saying it's a fallacy, because just because something is a fallacy or a fallacious argument does not necessarily mean that it is untrue.
Yeah. Mad Metal Man points out an important thing, the fact that fallacy is really close to the word phallus. That's fucking awesome.
A lot of dicks use
I never noticed that.
It, though, to be fair.
God damn it. I don't know. I feel like I've missed out in the last however many years of my life that I never realized that. So thank you, Mad Metal Man. I appreciate that.
Well, you also pointed out that if Vegan Gains was really concerned about the animals, he would eat humans. So I have to agree with that.
Yeah, I can imagine him eating humans. Gunning them down with his fucking super macho airsoft gun and cooking and eating them.
Super macho airsoft gun?
You have never seen that? Have you not seen his videos where he tries to act like a fucking badass and he's holding up a gun and it's a fucking airsoft gun?
No, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's nuts.
I don't think
he's insane, dude.
Fucking was showing off. Like, I don't know, man. It's one thing to show people that you have a bunch of guns or something, but like the people who like wave them around and play with them like toys to show them off, like that doesn't seem badass to me. It just seems really stupid.
Yeah, well, he's
a really good way to fucking kill somebody or yourself by accident.
Yeah, I don't know if you're not that familiar with him, but he's fucking crazy, dude. Like, there's something really off about that dude, man. Yeah, he exhibits a lot of fucking really,
maybe I'll have to watch some of his stuff. He sounds fairly entertaining.
Yeah, kind of, dude. It's kind of infuriating because, and again, I don't know why. It's kind of like him and Destiny. Like, I don't know why anybody bothers to debate them because it's just a fucking.
Well, Destiny might be a disingenuous, dishonest little prig, but he at least is fairly skilled when it comes to debate. Like he's fairly good at it, but I mean, he's just incredibly dishonest about it. But from everything I've heard, Vegan Gains is really not that great at debate. He's kind of like,
no, he's not. Really again, he literally just says everything is either anecdotal or some kind of fallacy. That's his whole fucking thing.
Mad Metal says he like Vegan Gains needs to be denied by the Knicks.
Yeah,
like I'm a gun nut, but VG needs to be denied by the Knicks.
What's the Knicks, dude? I assume it's the people that say whether or not you can have guns. Is that what that is?
Honestly, I don't know. I assumed you knew.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I can't imagine. Maybe that's why he only has an airsoft gun. Because his mental health, he's been put on a list that he cannot have real guns.
Oh, National Instant Criminal Background Check System.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So what left two of the letters out. It's NICS.
Yeah, it's catchier that way.
Well, and also you nick people, you nick the bad guys, sort of kind of thing.
Yeah, very clever. Very clever. You. Oh shit! What are they? I forgot what that's called, dude. No, not anagram. What's the fucking word for that? What the NICS?
Initialism?
No, it's not initialism, dude. Why is the word? This is fucking bugging me, dude. What's the fucking word for what that is? It starts with an A.
You're talking about like scuba and stuff like that, where
it's a word. It's not an anagram.
Well, it's also an initialism, but it's more accurately described the way you're talking.
All right. Let's see. No, there's another word for it, dude. Is it anagram? No, not no. Anagram's different. All right, that's gonna fucking bug me. There's somebody in the chat. God damn it.
It's essentially it's the term for when the initials of the words make another word.
All right. Yeah. I'm trying to think of.
Are you sure that's not anagram?
I'm not. I don't think it is, dude. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to just plug in the things to figure out.
No, anagram is when you make one word from a different word, like rearranging the letters.
Yeah, exactly. God damn, this is going to drive me fucking nuts. Acronym. God damn it. Did we both get it at the exact same time?
I just typed in scuba, and it filled in acronym for me.
Dude, I typed in like 5 different ones, hoping that would pull up the name, dude. All right. Jesus Christ. OCD. That was literally going to bug me, dude. That had to happen. Acronym, anagram, they're close, dude. Whatever.
Well, and more accurately, it's an acronym, sort of, but it's really an initialism.
Oh yeah. Oh, because it's not actually like a word.
I mean, Nix it's kind of like
I guess
they don't use all the letters either. So I mean, I don't know, man. It's sort of like both. The thing is, initialisms can also be acronyms, I think.
All right. That works. Fuck, dude, that was bugging. That was really like, I was almost panicking, dude. The fact that I couldn't fucking remember what that was.
Dude. It was driving. It was kind of bugging me a little bit because I'm like, fucking, I know that word because I used to fuck with people all the time.
Yeah, like I said, I knew it started with an A. That's all I could remember.
It's an initialism, and they'd be like, "Fuck you, it's an acronym." But I would do it about like scuba.
Nice.
Really fucking obviously like it is an acronym, you know. But the thing is, it's also an initialism. It's just not all initialisms are acronyms.
But all acronyms are initialisms.
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, man, we are really learning the language today.
Welcome to our logic and language hour with Stabby and Detroit Qua. We think good.
Yeah, it may seem like we're all unorganized and just all over the place, but we're secretly teaching you shit.
Yeah, now it's an English lesson, not Metal Man. Absolutely true.
Damn.
Oh man, you know we need a Opal on here.
Yeah. Make it happen, Mad Metal Man.
She's the one.
No, she hasn't.
I don't know. I haven't really been following her for any length of time. I haven't heard from her in a while. Come to think of it.
Yeah. No, since she got any kind of following, she won't come on here anymore. She came on a couple times back in the day, but she's too cool for us, dude. She's in with the cool kids already.
You know, or she's got a kid and fucking is busy a lot of the time.
Yeah. She goes on the cunt stream and shit like that all the time, dude.
I think she's more comfortable with like people making fun of her, and we tend to be a little more real.
Yeah, that's true. It is kind of like a game.
Like we're not into the.
She kind of laughs off everything. Yeah, although it is kind of funny.
I don't mind the character. I just prefer the real person in most of the time.
No, that's what kind of bugged me. I think she's actually pretty interesting outside of the character. That's why I was like, she kind of dump it. Because her comebacks to the insults are like pretty clever, like a lot of the times. Not always, but like, you know, her responses to the fucking insults are usually pretty good. You know, so it seems like okay, you're not that dumb. Like you're not as dumb as you're pretending to be. You know.
True. But then again, I keep calling her Hobbit. I think that made her mad.
Yeah, could be. It could be.
Mm-hmm. But I like making short jokes about people that are short. I can't help it. That's what I do.
Yeah. No, I have that with fat people. I like making fat jokes. It's my excuse for not losing weight. Too? Yeah, exactly. You can't make fat jokes if you're not fat.
Fat jokes you want, man.
Yeah,
that's one of the ones that I always found funny. It's people that think that they're like fucking overly sensitive. Like there's some fat people that can't fucking handle it, but fucking you're fat, man. Like there's gonna be jokes.
Yeah, you can't make them if you're not fat. Although that should be.
It's not like people are gonna be all upset when you make skinny person jokes. So I don't see why anybody should be like super sensitive about one or the other. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. No, that was the kind of I don't know, man. Like growing up, that's what we did. Like you know, I think that male bonding thing needs to fucking kind of spread out a little more, where you can make fun of people like in a good, a lighthearted, good-natured way, and be a little mean too. But I mean, you can be vicious, but it could still be a pretty good-natured way. Like you can still make the person laugh. They know you're. You might even be accurate, and it might be vicious, but you're just fucking with them. You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes that kind of thing is one way to call people out on something without directly confronting them.
Yeah. I mean? So that's what dudes do.
Harsh in that respect, and be like, "Hey, you know, and people be like, "Oh, damn, that was fucking harsh."
Then it's kind of a way of calling them out without having to like specifically call them out. Yeah, it's kind of the way dudes do things. I think, man. Like there'll be an opportunity to bring up the stupid shit a dude is doing that bothers everybody, and do it where everybody can kind of laugh about it, but you also get the point across.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because I have a lot of friends that are chicks too that I hung out with all the time. I've hung out with like lots of ladies and stuff. Not in any kind of, romantic intentions, just people that were friends through like dance and whatnot. And I think there is a little bit of a difference. I don't think girls do that with the same good nature.
No, they're fucking, if they're saying it, they're being fucking catty and mean, dude.
Yeah, a lot of the times they're really just genuinely going in on each other.
Yeah, they don't, dude. A lot of them do not understand the fucking the way dudes fucking talk to each other. They just don't.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are fucking mean. Like, no, dude. It's funny. We're just talking. Like, yeah, they don't get it at all. Especially the gay, when you fucking joke about like wanting to fuck your friend or something, like the gay shit, which would probably get you in a lot of trouble if you're in a fucking,
There's probably some dudes out there who like use that as a joke, but really, really, really do want to fuck their friend.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just talking about. Well, I don't know about you, but like me and my friends would joke about that shit a lot. None of us were, or at least not that I know of. None of us were remotely gay, dude. You know.
Well, I was fucking. I did a joke like that once with one of my friends, and it clearly bothered him.
Oh, really?
I was fucking. Yeah. We were staying over, fucking getting wasted out at his like RV on his cousin's property, like super fucking redneck. Literally like a fucking fire out in front of an RV, chilling out. Him and me and this other chick, and we were trying to figure out who was going to sleep where. And the guy had like one massive fucking bed, like a king size bed. And I'm like, hey, come on, man. Like we can just share the bed, you know, and we'll just sleep cuddle. Nobody has to say anything about it tomorrow, right? And he freaked out and slept on the fucking floor.
Oh wow!
You know what? I'm not serious. God.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna relate this, and then, well, I kind of know how you probably feel, but I'm kind of asking the dudes in the chat. Me and a friend of mine went to, we're going to San Diego, and we're actually planning on like crashing on the beach somewhere. We had no plans really, but it got to the point where we really couldn't find anywhere, so we get a hotel. There's one bed, and it's like a queen bed, and I was like, dude. Like you can sleep on the bed with me. It doesn't make us fucking gay. I promise you I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to put any fucking moves on you. The dude refused, dude. Again, queen size bed, refused to fucking sleep on the bed, slept on the floor instead.
What a fucking
like
whack.
To me, that's fucking crazy, dude. Like that's incredibly homophobic, dude.
Look, if you're talking about like, I don't think it's homophobic in as much as just like silly. Because you might not have anything against gay people. Just because you're that concerned about people, like you're just that uncomfortable with sleeping with another dude, that doesn't necessarily mean you don't like gay people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if I was a chick, I don't think you'd have a problem with it.
True.
So that's why I see it as, and again, that's speculation. But I know the guy. I'm telling you,
maybe secretly he's super duper gay.
Yeah, it could be, man.
Like deep down, he's just thinking, I bet dicks are so yummy.
My morning.
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know, man. If it was like a twin bed, I could
possibility,
understand. Just from like the fucking, like, there's no way I'm fitting on a twin bed with somebody else. Like, it's just not going to fucking happen.
Right.
Unless we are.
But no, there's plenty of room.
Like,
you'd have to spoon, essentially, dude.
The only way that would work is I'd have to spoon the person, and I'd have to be like the big spoon. And I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah. All right. But seriously, well, Matt, I know at least Mad Metal Man's still here. Like, would you sleep on the bed in that situation that I described?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a queen size
bed. On the bed or the floor?
The bed, 100%.
Stench.
Mad Metal? Stench
ever, if you're still here as well. I really want to hear what you guys have to say.
Jinx Curtis?
And Jinx. Jinx, if you heard all that, fucking sound off as well.
But yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's a queen size bed. If you can't fit two people on there in a non-sexual situation, something has gone wrong. If you're really that worried about it, do like the fucking head to toe thing.
Right.
You know, where you each sleep in a different direction. I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah. No, I thought it was really weird. Like, I was kind of shocked by it, dude. I was actually shocked by the fact that he like refused to sleep on the bed, a queen size bed. Refused to sleep on a queen size bed with another dude, and would rather sleep on a fucking shitty hotel room floor.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know, man.
I've actually shared beds with dudes before in situations where it's like you just fucking you need to crash and there's one bed, and it's like whatever, dude. You just sleep next to the guy. It's nothing weird about it to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, "What do you mean you're going to sleep on the floor?"
I'll take your word for it, Jinx. I've never tried. I've never tried one, so I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, like I was literally like, that was the first time I kind of experienced anything like that. Like, what do you mean? What the hell's the problem, dude? Like, you know what I mean? He's like, no, I'm just gonna sleep on the floor. Like, he started getting like pissed about it. I'm like, oh, all right, whatever, dude. But yeah, like I kind of felt bad but I'm not gonna fucking sleep on. I paid for the fucking room. So I'm not going to fucking sleep on the floor because he's because he's uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, he's a silly bitch. I guess, at that point, maybe if there's like a chair or a couch you can steal cushions from, maybe he could make a little bed out of the bed, the cushions and shit. But
no, honestly, this was a really shitty hotel room.
Yeah, I'd just be like, dude, you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah. But again, he seemed really bothered by it. So I was just like, all right, you sleep on the floor, buddy. All the pillows and shit are yours, dude.
Well, and those shitty hotels don't, like, some of the bigger hotels will bring you a fucking trundle bed for like $20 or something. But those shitty hotels usually make you buy another room, and they won't do that.
Yeah. No, I didn't even try. because I thought it was fucking. I would have felt really uncomfortable asking for that from the hotel. Like, yeah, there's 2 of us and there's only a queen bed. We need another fucking little bed for us. Like, yeah, I don't know. It would have seemed weird to me anyway, even if it had occurred to me. But I'm glad Mad Metal Man's on board, dude.
Yeah, Opal says she's not able to right now, according to Mad Metal Man. Maybe later. Yeah, okay. We won't be going later. We'll be going for like a couple hours, but I mean, right. She's doing her Hobbit thing. We get it.
Yeah.
I did do that Twitter poll that ended up proving that she was in fact a Hobbit.
That was a while back, right?
It might have been a little too far. Oh man. Yeah, that's strange, man. I don't know, man. I slept with chicks that just sleeping next to them, like not like. I mean, it's just like sometimes you just need to fucking sleep, man. Like, and there's
the circumstances call for it. Yeah, like you know,
crashed out of a friend's house, or like you're at a party and you're just too fucking wasted to go home.
Yeah. Although I think I told the story of that one time when I ended up crashing at my friend's house and they put me and another drunken horny chick, me, a drunken horny guy with a drunken horny chick in the same bed. I don't know if you remember that, but I think I've told the story here. Like my friend had bet his girlfriend. He was like, he's gonna fuck her, and then his girlfriend was like, no, he's not. And then fucking, obviously I ended up fucking her, dude. But yeah, other than that, if you're not putting 2 drunk and horny, a guy and a girl in the same bed, it's totally fine.
Well, there's the women I know who we've mutually agreed that's never gonna fucking happen. Like, there's plenty of females where I'm just like, I'm not at all interested in sleeping with this woman, and they're not at all interested in sleeping with me. Like, that's just not why we.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got a few like that. Not a lot though, honestly. I kind of want to fuck almost every woman. So, like, they got to be pretty unattractive, dude.
Both said that they would be sleeping with 2 guys in the same bed. I'm not saying I never would. I'm just saying I don't want to. Like, if I got real wasted and they were real wasted, maybe something would happen. But probably, I'd rather it didn't. Like, I'd not be happy the next day.
Yeah, it's just like for whatever, you're good friends. There's no sexual feelings there. Yeah, no, I know even girls that are pretty attractive that I was exaggerating with I want to fuck every woman, but girls that are pretty attractive that I have no interest in fucking, and that generally have no interest in fucking me. Pretty rare, but it happens.
Oh wait, I don't know which poll is the right word. Damn it! Now I'm not sure. Oh, I used the wrong poll, didn't I?
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
In the chat, I used the wrong poll when I talked about that I did a Twitter poll about whether Opal was a Hobbit or not.
Oh, POLL.
I haven't seen anything from
when
Opal
you did the
Twitter
thing.
in a while.
Okay, I finally caught up. You spelled it POLE instead of POLL.
Yeah, I did a dummy.
Yeah. See? There you go. Thank you, Mad Metal Man. Poll, POLL equals survey. POLE equals stick. And then POL equals Pollock, or Pollock, if you want to pronounce it that way. What else do we have? Any other versions of poll? Poll is also a subreddit category, I believe, or is that? Oh, it's 4chan. Isn't it 4chan that has the poll? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those. I don't know why I kind of mix up Reddit and 4chan a lot. So that's the /POL/ there you go. All kinds of polls out there.
Opal anymore? I just realized I don't think I'm following Opal on Twitter anymore somehow. That's funny. I'll have to figure that out later.
That is tragic, dude.
I know. I could see the cooking. I was going to see if there was any new cooking tragedies to show on the thing. I'm like, well, she can't be on. We can at least make fun of her cooking a little bit, but
I think the last thing I saw is she made a grilled cheese, but she put like 3 different types of cheese, which isn't necessarily bad, but it was kind of like overflowing. You're like, that's way too much cheese.
Too much. I don't know if there's so much thing as too much cheese.
Yeah, it actually didn't look bad, but I think the flavors to me didn't make sense. I forget what 3 cheeses it was. But it seemed like one of them didn't fit. I think it was like cheddar and Swiss and mozzarella. And mozzarella for me just didn't make sense. Maybe I've never tried it. It could be.
That would just be like, oh no, like too stretchy. That makes sense, I guess.
It seems, and again, I might be mixing those up. I'm actually trying to search it. I don't know how I'm going to fucking try to find this, but you know, it seemed like one cheese was unnecessary. Yeah, again, the overflowing thing actually looked pretty good, to be honest with you. But again, like I said, there was one of them that just didn't make sense.
Was it like cottage cheese? Because that'd be a little fucking weird.
No, it was a regular like cheese that could be sliced, but
that's one of my pet peeves. Is my whole family likes the lasagna with cottage cheese and not with ricotta.
Oh wow, I don't like it with either, to be honest with you. I would prefer not to have
mozzarella and ricotta cheese, man. You gotta at least have the ricotta.
Oh, mozzarella, yeah, not the I say ricotta. I don't know about ricotta and your weird pronunciations, dude. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm sorry. I just finally found her. Sorry, I'm following her again. Okay, there we go. I had to fix that because I didn't fix it in the moment. I'd fucking forget, and I'd never fix it.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
And who else am I going to call? Who else am I going to call a hobbit, man?
Yeah, this is true, man. You know, you get the limited opportunities to call people hobbits.
Opal likes American cheese. Maybe it was an American cheese blend.
Yeah, I don't think it was, dude. There was 3 different cheeses.
Situations. And like
now it's bugging me, dude.
I'm down with it.
All right, I'll find it, dude.
Or like if you're making cheesy fries, like if you're making like a cheesy fries at home, American cheese can be all right for that sometimes. Like I wouldn't go with it every time. There's a lot of better options, but there's sometimes when I'd be all right with the American cheese.
Yeah, it's actually honestly for grilled cheese, like just Kraft American cheese is actually not that bad. I don't really use it for anything else, but it actually works okay as a grilled cheese. It's not ideal, but if you're going to ingest American cheese, that's kind of the only way that it works, dude.
Yeah, I'm a horrible killer fucking food tonight. There's no American cheese involved. I'm gonna make twice baked potatoes, ribeye steak, and like a cheesy vegetable, like cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots kind of mix.
Yum.
There's no American cheese involved. It's all gonna be good cheddar.
Sweet.
I haven't cooked ribeyes in fucking forever, man. I don't even remember how. I have to look that shit up.
Yeah, actually, I just oh no, I went with the fucking sirloin, dude, because it was way cheaper. Like there's a sirloin steak that was on sale for like $3.50 a pound, dude.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's fucking really good
because it's cheaper. Right, as far as like steaks go.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's really common anywhere else. I know in California, tri-tip is really common, but
yeah, I don't see it much here. It's all ribeyes, sirloin. Honestly, not even a lot of T-bones, dude. It's weird. It's all ribeyes and sirloin.
Okay. Yeah, we get a lot of top
briskets
steaks. Fucking beef chuck steaks pretty common, and ribeye. Ribeye is super common, although ribeye is mainly like a big roast. It's not really a steak.
Right.
Big roast that you cut into steaks if you want. But
Yeah, it's a little weird. I was just looking. I'm sorry. I'm still looking through Opal's thing trying to find it. She had cinnamon buns, and it's obvious that she put the fucking icing on when they were way too hot. It's just all melted
around. What is the problem with waiting for things to cool down to frost, man? It's
I have no. Yeah, I think it's deliberate at this point. Again, because if you're going with the theory of, she's not as dumb as she appears. It's got to be deliberate at this point. I think initially
into like semen, and she just wants things to look like there's cum on
it. Yeah, that could be it too, man. Yeah, that is definitely a possibility. But I think she enjoys being mocked for how shitty her cooking appears to be. I think at first she was just a bad cook, and people pointed it out, and she saw how much of a reaction it got. So she is kind of forcing it since then.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, Mad Metal Man,
that's a
reaction. I'm going to tell you something that's gonna hurt your brain. My dad makes macaroni and cheese in an interesting way. He cooks the macaroni, puts it in the pan, pours in about a 1/4 inch of milk on the bottom, and then just shoves a bunch of blocks of cheddar in it and bakes it like that.
Wow.
It actually comes out all right, though. Believe it or not, it actually comes out pretty good. I mean, it's not God tier mac and cheese or anything, but it's better than the box shit.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm much more of a fan of making like the actual roux and melting the cheese into it and then making like a cheese sauce before you bake it. I've never sauteed the breadcrumbs before putting them on. I've always just sprinkled the breadcrumbs on and then drizzled butter on. Interesting. I'll have to try that sometime. I bet they get crunchier.
Yeah.
We're getting recipes in the chat for anybody who's watching the thing later. Oh, man. Well, Hank Hill from a fucking... Oh, I forget the name of the show now. God damn, that's going to drive me nuts.
King of the Hill?
King of the Hill, yeah. If I'm cooking a steak, I got to do it well done with ketchup, right?
Oh, Jesus.
That's how you're supposed to cook a steak in that King of the Hill for Hank Hill. There's propane and propane accessories.
Yeah. Oh, man. That fucking character.
Oh, man.
Just amazing.
Oh, it's VR chat. It's so much fun. There's so many people who do Hank Hill. Because the voice isn't terrible.
Oh, really?
Difficult. It just, you just do like, his voice isn't hard to copy, so a lot of people do Hank Hill. And they'll just go around in like a Hank Hill avatar pretending to be Hank Hill talking about whatever. It's fairly entertaining.
Yeah, that is easy. A pretty easy voice. Yeah.
One of the worlds is just like a house. And so you can go out in the backyard of the house and there's like a grill with a propane bottle under it. And it's a fairly common gag for people to pretend to be Hank Hill and just stand there looking at it, making fapping sounds.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
So be pretending to jack off to the fucking propane bottle in VR chat.
Oh, God. Where is it?
Man. Now, if I do steaks, anything other than just like under the broiler or on the grill, real simple in my house, Mad Metal. Like, it sounds good, slicing into strips and wrapping them in bacon. But if I don't actually cook them, just real simple with a little salt, pepper, and garlic powder and Worcestershire, fucking on a grill or under the the broiler in the oven, I'm a dead man. So I have my what I am and am not allowed to do. As far as steaks, if I'm cooking them for myself, it's different, but I'm cooking them for everybody, so they gotta keep it simple.
All right. Oh, here it is. Swiss provolone and cheddar is what it was. The provolone, I don't know.
And cheddar.
Yeah, I don't know. The provolone for some
makes sense because provolone is just smoked mozzarella.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and Swiss
I don't know.
Kind of similar. Like I would throw some Gruyere or some Havarti or something, but I wouldn't go with cheddar. Cheddar is just a weird thing. Maybe Monterey Jack. if you wanted to go in that direction.
Yeah, it just seemed like one didn't fit. One of the cheeses just didn't seem right.
See, I would go Swiss Gruyere and Havarti because those are all really similar. And that's just, I would just do that because it would be kind of a really subtle differences in the cheese kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I use Swiss. Like, I don't like Swiss by itself. I like Swiss with like ham or roast beef. It seems to go really well with that, but I don't like Swiss by itself, dude.
Oh, I'm
the way I like cheddar.
I can just do like just a Swiss sandwich, Swiss cheese, toasted cheese sandwich.
No. I like it. It complements. I like the way it complements. Again, ham or roast beef and or turkey, and any lunch meat really. But yeah, just by itself, it's not bad, but it's just not something that I would eat by itself. You know, obviously I enjoy it because I'll eat it with any fucking, any of the lunch meats or whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't make just a Swiss cheese.
Subway's Reuben sandwich, where it's, I guess it's like, is it corned beef and not coleslaw, sauerkraut?
Corned beef or pastrami. It's I think it's supposed to be corned beef, but they're kind of interchangeable.
Yeah, it's either corned beef or pastrami. Well, it's Subway, so who fucking knows what kind of meat I'm really getting. But yeah, I always have Swiss on that. That is a delicious combination.
Yeah. Well, no, a Reuben's supposed to have Swiss, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it's Subway, so you can order a Reuben and then make it something entirely different. It's really not hard.
Yeah.
That's true. I watch people do that kind of shit all the time. They order a sandwich and then change it to a different sandwich. And like, why didn't you just order the one that was what you wanted?
Yeah, that is like pretty weird. Unless it's just cheaper.
Confused. Usually it's the same price. It's
right. That's crazy. But no, I love it. If it is cheaper,
that makes sense. I should look that up.
No, that's basically my favorite. My favorite fucking sandwich, dude.
Oh, is it Reuben?
Yeah. Although I put it on sourdough instead of rye a lot of times. I don't know if that cancels anything out, but I prefer it on sourdough.
Sounds good to me.
I'd rather.
I don't know. I'm not a purist.
Yeah, because it's. Yeah, anyone out there that is not familiar with a Reuben for some reason, either corned beef or pastrami, sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, Thousand Island dressing, usually on rye. I don't like marble rye, dude. Like, I don't mind the regular rye, like the hard, I don't know why, but that hard crusty rye I like, but the marble rye I don't like.
Huh.
It's okay, but I'd rather have... I don't know what it is. The marble rye is usually, or at least the places that I've gotten marble rye from, is like a softer, like rye is kind of crunchy, I guess.
Mad Metal says he's a Jew. He knows the Reuben.
Damn.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. I had one article I wanted to share. That's right. Here we go.
Yeah.
So, apparently somebody on, I'm from the look of her, I think she must be Fox or something. HLN, whatever that means. Invited the author of that article you were reading about, Aziz Ansari. I think I said his name wrong again. On.
That's fine, dude.
And here's her response, her full email that they published.
Here we
go. It's an unequivocal no from me. The way your colleague Ashley ? Someone I'm certain no one under the age of 45 has ever heard of, by the way, ripped into my source directly. It was one of the lowest, most despicable things I've ever seen in my entire life. That was a very long sentence. Hold on, I just tried to breathe some saliva. That's going to take a moment.
Damn, dude.
Sorry about that. Shame on her. No. Shame on HLN. Ashley could have talked to me. I don't know why she put talked in quotation marks. That doesn't fucking make sense.
Yeah. I did read this earlier.
She could have talked to my editor or my publication, but instead she targeted a 23-year-old woman in one of the most vulnerable moments of her life. Someone she's never they left it out, but met before for a little attention. I hope the ratings were worth it. I hope the 500 retweets on the single news write-up made that burgundy lipstick bad highlights second wave feminist has-been feel really relevant for a little while. I don't know if there's some animosity here, but this is some very florid prose. She disgusts in all caps because that's professional.
Right.
And I hope, holding the rest of the letter is horse shit anyway, but still, it's kind of funny.
No, well, you got to go into the part where she's attacking her appearance.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Burgundy lipstick, bad highlights, second wave feminist. Yeah, silly.
Yeah.
And I hope when she has more distance from the moment, she has enough of a conscience left to feel remotely ashamed. I don't know why there's a hyphen here. Doubt it, comma.
No, it's the level of letter email I would expect from the person that wrote that fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Well, then but still is the end of that sentence. Let me read this whole sentence in its entirety. She disgusts me, and I hope when she has more distance from the moment, she has enough of a conscience left to feel remotely ashamed. Doubt it, but still.
Yeah, that doesn't really make much sense.
Yeah.
Just doubt it, and it was enough.
Doubt it should have been the end. The comma should have been where that hyphen is. And then, but still should have been the beginning of the next sentence. It should be, but still must be nice to piggyback off of the fact that another woman was brave enough to speak up about and add another dimension to the societal conversation about sexual assault.
No, it's
the woman that sucked his dick like 3 fucking times and then claimed he raped her. Like, that's fucking stupid.
Oh, I sucked his dick. I didn't want to be rude, but he totally raped me. Yeah. No, that whole thing again. This is the kind of grammatical level I would expect from the person that wrote that article to begin with.
I just can't help it because I'm reading through this and I'm like, this is fucking the worst thing I've ever read. Grace,
I don't know. Is the talk?
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Grace wouldn't know how that feels because she struck out into this alone because she's the bravest person I've ever met. I would never go on your network. I would never even watch your network. No woman my age would ever watch your network.
Yeah, it's so catty.
It's ridiculous. I will remember this for the rest of my career. Unnecessary hyphen. I'm 22 and so far not too shabby. Yeah, nobody knows who the fuck you are. The only reason anybody knows who you are is because you wrote about some dude famous. And the next sentence begins with fucking and I will laugh the day you fold. Fucking Christ, woman! How did you get a career in fucking media? If you could,
well, again, there's
so much. This, and she is no holds barred. The reason it'd be a real treat for me.
Yeah, it's so fucking childish and catty, dude. Holy shit! Millennials, dude. Fucking millennials. Or I don't know. Should she count as a millennial, or is there a new category for what? Type of, because that type of person
have to make a new category.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things that it kind of underscores one of the things I've seen coming up a lot over and over and over. Yeah, yeah. Mad Metal Man says this is a terribly formed rant letter. 2 out of 10. Yeah, it's fucking.
Well, remember the article. The article that we read, we were constantly pointing out like how fucking shitty it was, and well, you were saying that it was they add shit in to try to make it seem more true or whatever. I don't even know if it was that. And now that I've read this letter, I think she just thinks it's really important that she wanted the red wine instead of the white wine or whatever. Like that has to be in the story.
I don't think it's necessarily a conscious decision. What I'm saying is people who tell lies like that tend to try to add as many details as they can to make it sound more authentic.
Okay, I gotcha.
And it's not necessarily a conscious or thing that they do it. It's a lot of times it's just it's a habit.
Right.
So if somebody's trying to convince you that what they told you is an accurate statement or is true, and they're adding a bunch of unnecessary, unrelated but emotionally charged information to it, it's generally a lie.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say
add other information that's factually accurate and like, look, you can go to here and check this source. And it's more likely to be accurate because they're genuinely showing you like, here's where you can start your own research if you don't believe me, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
That's what I was saying.
I especially hate this bitch for putting me in the position of having to defend Aziz Ansari, who I fucking hate, dude.
Well, yeah,
I think he's awful, dude.
We covered all that pretty well. I think nobody really likes NC's.
Well, he seems to be pretty fucking popular.
I'm gonna call him
Aziz Ansari. Not that hard, goddammit.
Dude, I'm hella fucking out of it now.
I think it's but again, I put him in the same category as like a Dane Cook, where they pull this high level, high energy trickery. And like the shit they're saying is not really funny, but they're doing it in this really high energy way. And I think Family Guy did a really good one. I have to look it up. It was about Dane Cook, but like it's showing him doing all this fucking what's up, and then it shows a guy like,
no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, is this guy funny or not? And he's like, I don't know, but he's really loud and moving around a lot. So I guess, yeah.
Oh, Mad Metal Man, I'm not sure what that page is, but it doesn't exist apparently.
Right. Wait, I'm clicking on it. What is it? Semen facials? Jesus Christ, dude. Semen facials are the latest beauty trend. It works for me.
Huh. Mine says that page doesn't exist.
According to recent developments, sperm has been fingered, goddamn, as a potent tool for facials among women. Ladies, will you use sperm on your face? Hashtag Pulse Nigeria.
Yeah, I don't get that. Actually, it would be a bad idea. It would cause you to break out more.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you've done the research, Stabby? Is that what you're saying?
No, semen has fairly high levels of testosterone, and testosterone in women makes them break out.
All right, dude.
You didn't know that?
Serious, but I appreciate your answer.
No, that's actually a really common issue for porn stars. When they get like too many facials, they'll start to break out really bad.
No shit. That's crazy.
I thought that was common knowledge. Never mind. I'm just a fucking whack job. Never mind.
Yeah, I think it's time somebody told you, Stabby. What you think is common knowledge is not necessarily common knowledge, dude.
Dude, I have a brain like a fucking steel sieve.
Yeah.
anything useful is going to go way the fuck out, but I got all this random shit that gets stuck in there.
Yeah. Although, again, I guess I'm kind of the same. Not the same type of information, but again, thinking about my proposed characters for VR chat, those are pretty fucking obscure things, dude.
Yeah, they are super obscure. Oh man!
Like I remembered that Beavis and Butthead fucking thing from 20 years ago or whatever it was. That when they're watching the Tori Amos video, and then they're like, "Is that?" Because it is fucking hilarious because the color of her hair in that is almost exactly the same color as Dave Mustaine's hair. So it's perfect that they're like, "Is that Dave Mustaine?" And then he does his little fucking. He does his little impersonation of him. I've got a bowling ball in my stomach and a desert in my mouth. That was horrible. My apologies.
Well, and then isn't all of her music about fucking rape anyway?
Yeah, I can't remember what Tori Amos's deal was. I remember she had a video where a bunch of rats were crawling over her. That's about all I remember about her.
Oh, the Mila Jovovich video they watched was hilarious. I assume that's Beavis and Butthead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck. I don't remember that, dude. What the... I thought I watched all of them. I thought I remembered all that bullshit.
Well, I still have the DVD. I have the full DVD set of Daria in my collection of movies and shows and shit that I have on DVD.
Yeah.
All the Daria.
The Guar one was pretty good. Dude, the fucking I thought the Pantera one was fucking perfect, dude. They're like fucking talking about like, man, this Pantera guy must be really screwed up. They're talking about like his dad telling him, "God damn it, Pantera, you treat your stepdaughter with respect." Huh. Their stepmother, god damn it, stepdaughter. Fuck. God,
that gave it a whole new
that was bizarre, dude. Yeah, no, a lot of them were fucking hilarious, dude. That show was really fucking good. You know,
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead was good. I don't know that I could still watch it because, like, I started getting South Park stuff, and I never really was into South Park like too much. Like, I'd watch an occasional episode that was on, but I never really got into it.
Right,
but I can't. Right. It just doesn't work anymore. Like a lot of the stuff, I think you had to watch during the time when it was happening because they're making fun of a lot of like politics and social issues.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
So if you're not, if it's not relevant anymore, it's just not funny unless it was funny. I think the first time you watch.
Watch the Pokemon episode, man. If you can get a hold of that one, the Pokemon one. That one's fucking hilarious, dude.
I might have it on. I have like 3 or 4 seasons of South Park. Who knows? Maybe it's on one of those.
Yeah, it's called Chin Pokemon. But it's basically about it's good, dude. If you watch that one, even though it's not totally relevant, it's still kind of relevant. You know, it involves kids and fads, which is always happening.
Mad Metal Man says, "Did you guys watch any of the new ones? New ones? What? Are there new Beavis and Butthead things?
Are there really? Holy shit!
Apparently review reality shows? That actually sounds fucking entertaining as hell.
How the fuck did I miss this, dude? Yeah, we've really got the pulse on what's happening, dude. Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm gonna guess it stopped being on MTV and started being like some obscure place on the internet, maybe, or TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's weird because MTV is almost nothing but. Well, shit.
Oh, MTV
I had no idea that was happening
now.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to watch MTV and VH1 all the time because it was music videos. You know,
back in the day.
And you'd get the kind of like cheesy, sad pop music kind of stuff on VH1, and you get like kind of a little more rock and a little bit of rap on the MTV, but there was like the cooler music. But I mean, how many MTVs are there? There's like MTV 35 and shit. There's like no real, and none of them play music videos. So I don't know.
Well, they have to keep coming out with new channels that actually play music, and then that one ends up not playing music anymore either. So they have to fucking crank out another one. Yeah, it's really fucking bizarre, dude.
Well, I mean, music videos are kind of the point now where they're just blatant fucking, just ridiculously lame. Like, I was watching it's a Selena Gomez video with Marshmello, whoever the fuck that dude is. Right. And like she just keeps stroking her tits. I'm like, is that what you really need to do to keep people's interest long enough to watch the whole video? Is just play with your titties? Like, that's like, can't you get a song that's fucking compelling? I mean, come on.
That's the music is kind of secondary nowadays, dude.
Yeah.
To them being fucking whores or whatever.
You listen to an oldie station, that stuff's still good. You listen to fucking pop music from a year ago, it's shitty. It would have been shitty then too, but I mean, it's like there's so much garbage that you got to dig through to find like decent bands.
But well, think about it though. Like, how many? I don't know if you notice this, but like, there's a lot of girls on like fucking whether it's YouTube or Twitter or whatever that are really like 4s or 5s that women or that dudes are talking about them like they're fucking super hot.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to name any specific names, but like any female that's out there, there's fucking dudes telling them that they're super hot, and they're really fucking barely average.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well,
and all they got to do is,
if you're gonna whip your tits out on Twitter or like on YouTube or whatever, people are gonna be into it.
Yeah, I just find it crazy.
All over it.
Like all they're doing is showing a little cleavage, dude.
Oh, like
Brittany Venti. Honestly,
Brittany Venti, or more accurate, I think her actual name is like Brittany Snow or something like that. But yeah, Brittany.
Yeah, but honestly, she's at the higher end to be honest, and she's pretty fucking average looking. She's cute, but there's ones that are like not even average.
Yeah. Brittany Venti is a total fiction. Like the girl made it up.
Yeah, no, I've known that for a while, dude. But her fucking reactions and the shit that people troll her with is really brilliant a lot of times, dude. Like, again, it's
she's
fake.
making fun of what she is, essentially. She's taking the piss out of that exact thing.
Yeah.
Really
I think she was one of the first that, again, the thing that I'm talking about with Opal, I think Brittany was one of the first ones to do that. where accidentally she noticed that people would fucking pay money to insult her, and her reaction, you know, got people watching. So she pushed it and became fucking the dorky ass character that she became. You know, it's really entertaining, dude. Seriously, if you ever watch any of the fucking little stream rate type shit of Brittany Venti, God damn it,
yeah,
dude, it's fucking hilarious. The shit that people troll her with their donations and shit is so goddamn funny, dude.
Oh,
like,
dude,
put a lot of effort into it.
Like, look up a compilation on YouTube of Twitch donation to chat or voice to or chat donations or something like that. Like, they get savage.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta wait. What name is it under? Because I always did stream raids, which are pretty fucking funny. But yeah, that's got to be better.
It's like donation to voice. Voice donation.
I'm trying to think of the term.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Essentially, people will pay like $1 or $2, and it'll just text to voice, read it out on the stream. For some streamers, they'll open it up like that. Yeah. And so people will be, hey, what's up, my niggers? And it'll be like nigger. But because, you put it together, the voice can't really not make it sound like it's yelling nigger. Pretty fucking funny. Or I'm fucking 12, though, so.
Or the name Mike Hunt.
Yeah,
putting
shit
that
like
over
that.
and over again.
Some of it gets savage, like Mike Hunt. They're like, bitch, you can't even play the game. I don't know why you complaining. Like, whoa.
Damn. But yeah, or what's the other one? They'll put just the copyright symbol over and over and over, like as many copyright symbols as they can, because it has to say the word copyright for every single one of them. So it's just going copyright, 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 copyright. Like fucking, oh my God, dude. But yeah, there's some of the other ones you'd have to watch it because she's watching it. Like they actually do a whole thing because they make a joke about Brittany Venti did 9/11, right? It's fucking stupid, but they keep doing that. But they do one where they actually have a dude, like it's like a couple minutes long, where it's this dude dressed up as like a tribal guy in the jungle, and he goes and he finds makes a big deal about finding this treasure chest or whatever, opening it up and pulling out a scroll that says Brittany Venti did 9/11. Like, that's a lot of effort, dude. That is a lot of fucking effort to put into something like that, dude. And it's fucking just, a lot of it's just fucking brilliant, dude. The John Cena ones back in the day that they did up to her, oh my God, dude. Fucking, dude, really fucking funny, man.
What's kind of funny is she started doing a little bit of anti-SJW stuff, just a little bit.
Yeah,
and, she had to kind of trying to call her racist.
Right.
But she's half black.
Yeah, no, I believe it's 12.
Look at her, but she's legit half black.
Okay. I thought she was. If the memes were to be believed, it's 12.5%.
No, I think she's just half black.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Legit.
But no, that's one of the things is that
she has two channels. There's the Brittany Venti, and then there's like Brittany. I forget what the other one is. Brittany Deer. And so if you want accurate stuff, you look at the Brittany Deer channel.
Yeah. But no, that's one of the insults is they'll call her Brittany Venti the 12.5% nigger or some shit like that, dude.
Oh yeah,
that's one of the fucking things that people fucking fuck with her with.
Oh no,
or hammerhead shark. They call her hammerhead. They do a lot of hammerhead shark shit because her eyes are too far apart. So they fucking do a lot of shit about her being a hammerhead
shark.
That's
pretty clever. I didn't notice that. Yeah. Kind of like wide set.
Yeah. Yeah, she's cute. Honestly,
doing somebody behind you at the same time.
Yeah, her peripheral vision is unbelievable, dude. Yeah, but no, I mean, he brought her up, and honestly, for the girls that I'm talking about, Brittany Venti is kind of on the higher end of that. Like, she's kind of cute. I'm talking about girls that are not even average, dude. Like girls that are fucking. If you saw them in the fucking street, you wouldn't even fucking give them a second look, and they're fucking dudes throwing fucking a shitload of money at them because they're showing a little clean.
On like YouTube who just like will flash or
that's what I'm saying, dude.
Or they'll people that sell fucking gifts on Twitter and shit. I don't know, man. Whatever, man. People want to
270-degree vision.
I say let people do whatever they want, man. If people are gonna fucking throw money, they're gonna throw money, you know.
Yeah. I just don't get it that they're really like, dude. I guarantee you see hotter women every fucking day. Every time you leave your, oh, maybe that's the part. I was gonna say every time you leave your house, but
it's
again, the people that are doing it probably don't leave their houses that often. I just kind of realized that
it's not just the skin, man. They're really good at making the person believe there's a personal connection.
Yeah.
When you watch these things, they'll comment on them. They'll be more likely to read the guy's comments if they're giving money. They'll put their name up in little fucking ways here and there.
I guess
realistically, it's no different from a cam girl. It's just they're not jacking off.
They're not actually getting. Yeah, they're not actually getting naked.
Yeah. They're not getting naked
playing with themselves
and masturbating with like a dildo or whatever. Yeah, they're not playing with themselves. It's funny because there was a chick. So there's this whole big crazy fucking thing, and I'm trying to remember the dude's name. His name fucking that doesn't matter. But I don't know if you probably don't know who Clara Baby Legs is.
No.
But so there was this YouTuber guy, real big, and then his girlfriend kind of started to get a little bit of a following too, just because like that's how that goes on YouTube.
Right.
If you're a fan of somebody, odds are that they'll end up with like around, a third or so of the female of the boyfriend or girlfriend's fans if their SO gets on. Yeah, get open to read some bad stuff. Anyway, but this dude, it came out that he had sort of an internet relationship with an underage girl, but it never really went anywhere.
Right.
Like there was some inappropriate like back and forth over like instant messaging kind of stuff, but there was never any
actual hooking up.
Yeah, nobody ever actually physically did anything. There was no naughty pictures. I mean, there really wasn't anything to be illegal. And then, but he obviously felt really bad about it because he hadn't like, I don't know what it was. He apparently was like, he thought he was a terrible person, but it was like, I want to say he was 20 and the girl was like 15 or 16. So I'm like, that's really not like, I mean, it's not cool.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not fucking, but it's not like a fucking guy in his mid 30s hitting on a guy hitting on a girl that's like 13,
yeah. Dude, I'm 37. If I'm fucking picking up on a 13-year-old, that's some sick shit, and somebody could probably fucking teach me a lesson. You know what I mean? Like that's not okay. But like his situation really wasn't that big. But everybody made his name is Basher. That's who it was. Basher, and everybody made this huge fucking deal out of it and everything. So I just started watching a little bit about what was going on because I was like, this is crazy.
Right.
And then so then like his girlfriend starts doing her own YouTube thing because she fucking left him for a little while over the whole drama.
Right.
And came back because she doesn't make any money. And and she's now a cam girl.
Oh wow.
But as far as I know, she doesn't take her fucking clothes off.
Yeah. If you can do it, like I said, you can almost. It seems like nowadays, real quick, I just want to kind of editorialize. I apologize if it's hitting on. I think nowadays, with the hyper availability of so much porn, I think it's almost more titillating for guys, for girls to never take their clothes off, but like think that they might. Does that make sense?
Well, I think the only way you can do that is get her to take her clothes off is if you pay like a whole lot of money to get her into a private session. Hey, what's up, Commander AMB? In the chat. But like she'll rub herself and like fucking like sort of masturbate through her underpants and shit. But like
that's what I'm saying though. Like it's almost like that's more of a turn on than so much shit available to
and so many
nowadays.
people just throw so much fucking money at her. It's like it's insane.
Yeah. No, I think that's got to be it, or at least part of it.
But she makes like this real connection. Like she talks to these people and keeps track of the stuff. So like, it's not a huge following, but
it's a really
she basically
following.
Makes them feel like they're friends with her.
Yeah, almost like they're dating, but not.
Yeah,
really.
Essentially, yeah. And she creates that illusion of a connection, and then people, I think that's what they're paying for.
That makes sense too. Yeah.
Although in this day and age, is that really an illusion, or is that really as much of a real connection as you get anywhere else?
Yeah, that's true. It is. It seems like any connections nowadays are pretty superficial anyway. With the younger crowd.
Yeah, it's strange,
not that weird. Have we gotten that weird? Although I did want to comment on the Opal reading horrible shit. That actually works pretty well. It's really fucking creepy, but pretty entertaining to hear her read like, something that's really adult oriented, like erotica, like any kind of erotica, and that fucking squeaky voice, dude, is cringy, but also pretty fucking funny, dude.
Oh, Mad Metal, if you were ever on, you would absolutely be welcome on, dude.
Yeah, it is an open invitation for you to come on any fucking time, dude. Yeah.
I wonder if probably do it from your phone. I bet Opal could make money doing that, like not actually having to do anything other than just talk to people on fucking like a cam girl site.
Right.
She'd probably be able to
do that. Does. Who knows?
True. I don't know. Hopefully that's not insulting or anything like that.
Incest lesbian, Jesus.
Never mind.
Imagine that being read in fucking Opal's squeaker, fucking kid sounding voice, dude. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, dude. Like I said, it's really creepy, but that's kind of what makes it funny. It's just like, this is an actual adult. I know she doesn't sound like an adult, but she's doing a squeaker voice. This is an adult, but it just sounds fucking creepy as hell.
The ASMR stuff is weird.
Yeah.
To me, it's always seemed to have this weirdly sexual edge to it.
Oh,
and a lot of the really well-known ASMRs are like 14-year-old girls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just... It's so fucking borderline to me, like, where it's like, I don't know, man. Is that just kind of a weird pedophilia thing?
Right. Yeah, I don't know why she would do ASMR, because it's supposed to be something like that. Voice is not one that lends itself to being relaxed, and that is a whisper. I don't know. Maybe as like a parody, like she'd probably do really good as a parody ASMR one. That would be interesting.
That'd be funny. There's a lot of people would get a kick out of that.
Yeah, if she did a parody ASMR videos, dude, that would be perfect. You're welcome, and I want to cut at least 25
in like Shaggy's voice. Like, hey guys, how you doing, Scoob? That'd be an ASMR channel I'd fucking watch. Somebody doing like a really good Shaggy impression.
I don't know. I watch some of them because they actually work for me for falling asleep and shit. Like if you just type in ASMR sleep. There's one. I don't know how old the chick is, but some pretty young Asian chick does them. Her name's like Ting Ting.
Some of them are totally like just normal, like. But I mean, there's a lot of them where it's like a 13-year-old making wet mouth sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whoa.
It gets a little creepy. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. Dude. That's weird. Because again, I actually listened to that shit for falling asleep. And I've never come across any of the ones like that.
Apparently.
Yeah. Although it could be I'm scrolling past them because I see the thumbnail and I see that it's a fucking kid and I just don't click on it.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of that either. I tend to find weird shit. Like I found the fucking.
You are a weird shit magnet, by the way. Just want to throw that in there.
Well, somebody at some point was mentioning it, so I looked it up, and there's legit. I don't know if there still are. There might not be now after they cracked down. But there were like two kinds of basic like fucking child porn on YouTube for a while.
Right.
One was all the gymnastics channels.
Right.
And it's like the problem is there were some that were legit where it was just like kids fucking doing like instructional stuff on gymnastics to teach other kids. And some of it was just like long ass videos of fucking a 12-year-old stretching while they zoomed in on her fucking crotch every couple of minutes and fucking weird shit.
Jesus, dude. That is so like, goddamn creepy.
Fucking inappropriate. Yeah. And then a lot of fucking Russian.
You think about how many. Oh my god, dude.
That one was weird.
But yeah, the gymnastics thing, like you got to figure it's not as bad as like the the toddlers and tiaras shit, like where they have fucking really young kids doing fucking
competitions now. I mean, it's all just a little too far sometimes. And some of these
really should be outlawed, because like if you ever look at the fucking audience, like besides the actual parents of these people, it's a bunch of creepy motherfuckers, dude. Like there's some people you do not want around your kids, dude. Like it's pretty obvious that is, again, the parents and fucking pedophiles, dude.
Well, that was a big problem in ballet for a long time, and still is, as far as I know.
Right.
A lot of the really famous ballet people start when they're like, 13, 14 years old and get big when they're like 16. And there's a lot of people who basically are patrons who essentially just patronize ballet in order to fuck the little girls that do it.
Wow. That's fucking...
It's always been an issue.
It's so creepy, dude.
And then
I don't understand. Like that's a little older. Like I just
it's still pretty. You're still talking about 40, 50 years.
No. But it's a legitimate kind of endeavor. It's not the ballet's fault that there's creepy fuckers. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't see the purpose of having really, really young kids doing pageants and shit like that. Mm-hmm. I just don't get it, dude. I think it should be outlawed because it's the parents and pedophiles, dude.
Yeah.
That's all that seems interested in it, dude.
Oh,
and
yeah.
A lot more pedophiles than parents, dude.
Well, you would think after like the Bonet case, they would have fucking cracked down on it at least.
Yeah. You mean the John Benet Ramsey case?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say Bonet?
Isn't it Bonet?
It's John Benet Ramsey.
Oh, am I saying Bonet and it's Bonet or something like that?
Well, it's John Benet. That's the whole name, I believe.
Benet. Oh, yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah, no, I thought you were talking about Lisa Bonet for a second. That's kind of why I answered.
Oh, no, I meant John Benet.
Yeah, it's Jonbenet. That's the whole first name.
Oh, okay. The whole Ramsey case, then.
Right. Continue.
I think they would have cracked down on some of that kind of weird shit going on.
Did they actually figure out what happened there?
No, I don't think they ever did. But I mean, it's pretty obvious that the parents had to have something to do with it.
Yeah. I almost, for some reason, I always got the feeling like her out for a shitload of money and the guy that was fucking her killed her. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Probably.
Like they got offered so much money and they're awful people that only cared about money that they actually pimped their daughter out to somebody to let them abuse her, and he took it too far and killed her. Yeah. Again, absolutely pure speculation on my part.
Yeah, when I was in high school, one of my friends, him and his mom were dead certain that the mom was pimping out one of her daughters, like his cousin's mom. Was pimping her out, like their little cousin was getting pimped out for rent at like 10 or something like that, 10 or 11.
That is fucking awful, dude.
Yeah, but they could never prove it. So, like, no matter how many times they, called child services or get the police out there, they'd never get involved.
Like, they would actually have to set up a sting, and they probably weren't, for whatever reason, weren't willing to do it.
Or it just, we don't know how, because this is fucking way before video cameras were as prevalent as they are now. Like, this is way before the digital age, so there's no fucking way that they would have had the money and the wherewithal to set up cameras. Like, now you could go out for like $50 and fucking set up a nanny cam pretty much fucking anywhere.
It's true.
And then feed the wireless signal straight out to the fucking street and be like parked down the road a little bit and still be recording everything.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah, this is
apparently it's not that uncommon, dude. Yeah, apparently it's not that uncommon a thing is for fucking, especially a drug addict, like crack or whatever drug, having a daughter or whatever will fucking pimp them out, dude.
Yeah, I stopped hanging out with that dude anyway, though, because like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of time when you'd have to like close your eyes because naked people were walking around the house all the time.
Oh, really?
And they'd be like, all right, everybody close your eyes for a minute. Naked people going by to the hot tub. And then, like, it was just weird. So I stopped hanging out.
And they're like, Wait, okay, that's kind of out of left field, but dude.
Oh, they were like nudists.
So what? They were nudists?
I think they were, but I don't know. Like, I just, at that age, I was just like, this is getting weird. Like, my friend's mom is always naked whenever I'm there. Which, you know, she was probably always naked just in general, but like at that age, I was just like, all right, like fucking the cousin is getting pimped out. Mom's naked all the time. I'm getting the fuck out.
Wait, was she naked in front of you, or was it like you're saying that she would say, hey, naked person coming through or whatever?
Yeah. No, they would like say naked person coming through. Like I'm saying, there was nothing dodgy about it. It was on top of the actual dodginess.
Right.
And my lack of experience in life as a high school kid, I was just like, all right, I can't fucking deal with this.
Although that's still kind of weird, though. I mean, okay, the nudist thing is fine, but like, if they have friends over, wouldn't you? Like, if your son's got friends over, it seems like you should put some clothes on for that, dude.
You would fucking think, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that seems a little weird, dude. I don't know if it's an exhibitionist thing or what, but that seems bizarre that she wouldn't. Like, she wouldn't appear in front of you naked, right? Or would she?
No. She would never, like, I don't know. Maybe she did on accident, but it's been a long time, so I don't remember. But
yeah, but had you ever met his mom, or did she just never bother to put clothes on to meet you? Or like, that's what I'm wondering.
I've seen her a few times, like with clothes on, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure, because it sounded a little bizarre. All right, I hope, Mad Metal Man, I hope you fix whatever's going on there. Good luck with that.
Hold on. Now I got to go tweet me too.
Damn. Hashtag me too. Shit.
I just thought of that. I was like, I got to throw that in. Yeah. I knew a lot of weird people when I was in high school, man. Weird fucking kids.
Yeah.
One dude, I hung out with him. And I fucking stayed the night at his house. And he fucking had his little sister give him a back rub and then pretended to masturbate like while we were all hanging out.
What the fuck?
Under the blanket. And I was just like, I'm never going to go to this dude's house again.
Yeah. If it was under the blanket, are you 100% sure he was pretending?
I'm 100% sure he's pretending because I'm sorry, but nobody in junior high has a dick that big.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
The back rub was real, and they are related, and I don't know anything more than that because I never fucking hung out with that dude again.
Yeah, that is a little bizarre. Yeah, I can't imagine. Oh man. Like, I would have my son walk on my back, but I would never ask one of my kids to give me a back rub. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, and then I also knew a dude who was fooling around a little bit with his sister.
Oh, wow.
But they were like a year apart. So it was like 13 and 12 or something like that.
Wow. And actually blood relation sister?
Yeah. I don't know that they did anything more than just like kind of touching and stuff like that, but
yeah. So I was gonna say stepsister, dude. Fucking go for it.
Nope. Not a stepsister.
I'm just kidding.
I'm trying. You're trying to make it less weird, but I'm sorry, it doesn't get less weird.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's wow, man. Yeah, I don't think I had any. I'm trying to think. Maybe I'm blocking shit out. I'm trying to think back at any weird like friends like that in fucking school. Yeah, I'm sure there's something, dude. You know, I'm sure I definitely met weird kids, or maybe I was the weird kid. Maybe that's the problem.
There's a girl 3 or 4 years older than me who used to play house with me. We'd hang out all the time because she was the kid that lived nearest, and that involved a lot of like her rolling around on top of me with no shirt on.
Oh wow!
I was in grade school, and it wasn't like anything super inappropriate. I didn't fucking.
Well, maybe not in your part.
Yeah, I didn't. It didn't, mean anything to me. But whatever. That was funny. We got caught with just our shirts off one time, hanging out together in a tent, and everybody flipped. And we were both at the time like me. She didn't have no titties or nothing, and we were both like, we fucking. There's no difference. It's like, what's your issue?
Yeah, why are you guys making a big deal about this? When you said the 4-year difference, I was thinking something a lot different. So okay.
Well, I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, and she was in like Oh, I was in like first or second grade, and she was in like fifth or sixth. So
yeah, so it wasn't like she was developing, and yeah, okay.
Yeah, no. She was still. This is before kids developed at like 10.
Right. And, yeah, kids. Well, kids at both of those ages are going to do weird shit. You know what I mean? Like shit that's not weird to them, that is really innocent. That's going to, appear weird to some people.
Yeah, it was just a.
But yeah, like I said, if that young kids with a shirt on is not. Man, they probably really screwed her up by freaking out about it.
We were hanging out in a tent, and it was summer. It was fucking super hot.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying though. Like that probably really screwed her up. Getting like, I assume did she get like yelled at about it then?
I think her parents grounded her or something. My parents were like, just don't do it again.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like that probably really screwed her up. Like she didn't really realize that she was doing anything wrong because they're just kids. There's nothing sexual about it. Yeah, and then she fucking gets tore into about it. That's fucking unfortunate.
Yeah, oh yeah, they took her home and everything. They flipped.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Fucking bizarre. Well, especially bizarre considering like we were like not even on the same side of the tent.
Yeah, it's not like you guys are like making out or something, dude. That's yeah. Although,
even if we were, like at that point, you just got to be like, look, you're not old enough to be kind of messing around with this stuff.
Again, it would be weird shit the kids do imitating adults, if anything.
But here's the weird part about that. Like she would do like she did belly dancing, so I got to see her do all sorts of like belly dancing performances in like the full on belly dancer outfit. And her parents were totally cool with that.
As an undeveloped child, she was allowed to do that.
Totally cool with her putting on little belly dancing performances and shit for me. So.
Wow. I want you to think back to what the crowd for that looked like. Is it as bad as the Toddlers and Tiaras crowd?
I think it was just taking a class. I know it wasn't like she wasn't going out and doing like performances like professionally or anything.
No, not professionally, but still, you got recitals, you've got whatever the fuck they call them for that.
That's a good point. Yeah, I wonder what the audience looked like. That is a good question.
It's probably again parents and pedophiles. I hate to keep bringing that up, but
I'll never know because if I go to one now, I'll be that creepy dude in the fucking audience.
Yeah,
Nobody's gonna realize I'm there just seeing how many creepy dudes are there. They'll just be like, it's just another creepy dude.
Yeah, you forgot to count one, sir.
Yeah, that's right, man. I don't know, man. I've known some really weird people.
Yeah. Yeah, I would never actually. I'm sure you wouldn't either. Would never actually go to one of these things just to count creepy dudes, but you can pretty much assume they're there. Yeah,
it wouldn't be entertaining. Like, I mean, it'd be like funny for like a minute while you're counting like the dudes that are there, and then you just have to watch a bunch of little kids fucking doing whatever on stage, and I'm not at all.
Yeah, even then, I wouldn't really find it funny. Considering what those dudes are there for.
I don't even like kids, so watching them do like a weird, strained performance of whatever is really not my fucking like. I'm not interested.
But yeah, I couldn't even find it funny though, considering what I would be there to count the people that I'm counting.
That's a fair point.
I wouldn't even be able to find that funny, dude.
I'm not funny, haha.
Funny, ha, funny, strange, not funny.
Yeah.
Peculiar. Just peculiar.
It'd be weird.
Yeah.
There'd be a certain entertainment value, though. I don't know that it'd necessarily be like a pleasant one.
Yeah, I guess, dude, but yeah. No, I couldn't find that entertaining, dude. I just can't. I'm not that liberalized, I guess.
I don't know if that's liberal.
Just no, it's not. That's a horrible fucking. Yeah, you're just unflappable, man. You're just
you know what? It's working.
Less judgmental. Less judgmental than I am, dude. I guess.
No, I judge them. I just think I've worked in mental health for so long that kind of stuff is just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I keep forgetting that what you do for a living, and the people that you deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I'm dead inside. I've just seen so much and heard so many fucked up things, and it's like, oh yeah, whatever.
Right.
You stabbed someone? Cool. Yeah. What was that like? You know, like.
Yeesh. Oh, who's calling?
Oh, somebody calling you now?
Yeah. I have mine on vibrate though.
I never get calls. I was really surprised.
No, actually, it's pretty rare for me too. Honestly, it's usually some kind of a solicitation though. Almost always.
Usually when I get called, it's work trying to get me to cover something. So I'm happy to take the call.
Right. You love work.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah. Well, shit, I got 2 voicemails. Holy shit, that never happens. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's probably still not that important.
Because more money.
Mm-hmm.
More money for me.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just thinking the 2 voicemails are probably still going to be the ass end of some bullshit fucking automated response.
Oh, yeah. That's probably the one I've got. It's going to be like fucking... I think they've got auto dialers now that like sound like a human person answering the phone, and unless what you say comes off correctly, like they can judge whether or not it's a robot or whether it's a recording or it's an actual person talking.
Right.
Somehow they can tell the difference. They don't fucking leave a message when it's recording.
Yeah. Although there's still plenty of them that I just catch the ass end of it, and I like where I don't even know what the fuck they were bullshit trying to sell me on. Yeah, it's weird.
Well, I know what the bullshit they're trying to fucking sell me on my phone most recently was that fucking you won the lotto shit.
All right. Yeah, that's so bizarre, dude.
It was the worst fucking attempt too. It wasn't even like a really fucking good one.
Yeah. Ooh, have you seen the I forget what the guy's name is, but there's a dude that would respond back to, well, it was emails, but he would respond back to these emails to these scammers and like fuck with them. I forgot what the guy's name is, dude. Some British dude. Where he got like, it was something about buying gold, I think, some scam about buying gold or whatever. But he ended up telling them like, okay, when you're referring to this, you got to call it a kangaroo. When you're referring to this, you got to call it a lizard. When you're referring to this, you got to call it a teddy bear. So like the person responded without the fucking quote unquote secret language. And then he sent it back, the dude fucking with him, sent it back saying, hey, that's not the language we agreed upon. That's not the codes we agreed upon. And the guy, the scammer, actually sent it back with all that coded shit, dude. It was fucking hilarious, dude. Oh my God. I'll have to try to find it. I'm pretty sure his first name is James.
One where the guy eventually like got to the point where the scammers were like, could you stop? Please leave us alone.
Right.
You know, whether it was emails or it was voice messages. I want to say it was voice messages. It's been a while since I saw or heard or read it. So, but essentially, like, yeah, he just kept coming back and forth and getting sillier and sillier until they were like, "Sir, please leave us alone."
Man, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, this one is you have won 1.2 or 1,200,000 in free lottery. See here, and then number 2, because there's 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. The guy's name is James Vetch.
Jackpot. To file your claim, contact Gene M. Freelot at aim.com with, let's see here, what information? Your name's address, age, telephone number, and sex.
Nice.
Because your sex is vitally important to giving you that 1.2 million in free online lottery money
that you need to pay for some reason. Yeah. James Vetch was the name. I put it in the chat. Cool. Yeah. Vitch. Yeah, I'll try to find one to send you because it really is funny, dude.
There was one where the guy was pretending to be a homicide detective.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I think that was Tom Mabe, dude. Tom Mabe, where he calls and he pretends that it's a homicide scene, and the dude's trying to sell him DirecTV or a Dish Network.
Oh yeah, and that guy starts to freak out.
Yeah, he's like, "What do you need my information for?" Yeah, It's like, dude, he's like, what exactly was your business with the deceased? Like, fucking grilling him about it. Look, we're going to need to know, we need your name and address, and your contact information. Yeah. Tom Mabe, dude, that dude's fucking hilarious, dude. He does a lot of fucking really funny scams, dude, or fucking pranks, I guess you'd call them.
Well, a lot of those people can't hang up.
Yeah.
Like, as long as funny. You're talking, they're not allowed to hang up, so...
Dude, the best one he did, or maybe not the best one, but one of the ones that I'm thinking of, he would be outside of a fucking restaurant, right? And he would act like he was talking on the phone, and he would be like, "All right, you want to fight me right now? We'll come down here to whatever spot. I'm wearing a green shirt and blue jeans." And he wouldn't be wearing any of that, but there'd be a dude sitting there that was in a green shirt and blue jeans. It's fucking awesome, dude. Because you see them freaking out, dude. And then he would just take off. Yeah, some of them do, and other ones would just leave like immediately.
Did they send down like a real big fucking dude to fight?
No, I don't think they ever actually sent anybody down. It was just the fact that those people thought somebody was coming down, and their reactions were just priceless. Like some of them were like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?" Like they'd get mad at him,
Well, yeah,
but a lot of them were just like, they'd look at themselves and look at their clothes, and they'd look at him, and he's not wearing, they're wearing what he's talking about. He's not wearing that. And they would just like literally like get up and fucking leave like quickly, dude. Like not running quite, but really quickly fucking leave, dude.
Well, and the thing is, like, I was just thinking that wouldn't work on me because I don't really pay attention. So I wouldn't realize that I was wearing what he described. I would just realize that he wasn't wearing it. So I would just think it'd be funny,
Yeah, that was pretty fucking awesome, dude. But like, I'm trying to think of something
laughing because he doesn't realize that's him that they just described.
Yeah. God damn it! I was gonna send you something else. I completely forgot to send you the Sargon Medicare shit I was talking about last week.
Oh yeah, where Medicare was going in on Sargon.
There was something else short that I was going to send you, and I can't remember what it was. Not that. Let's see. Fuck it. I'd have to go back and listen to the stream to remember. But yeah, I'll try to send you something by James Vetch, dude, because it really is fucking priceless, dude.
Oh, there's a lot of them, man. There's a lot of really good stuff out there. There's like Skippy's List. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Skippy's List? Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
It's like 301 things Private Skippy is not allowed to do.
All right.
And it was essentially this dude who was in the military, and he compiled a bunch of crazy shit that he was ordered not to do again.
Yeah.
And also, and everybody, here's the part where everybody doesn't get it, is that he also compiled a bunch of stuff that other people did.
Yeah.
But he just puts it down under Private Skippy, even though, but he admits it's not all him.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, let's go over. I'm gonna 213 things Skippy is no longer allowed to do. Not allowed to watch South Park when I'm supposed to be working. My proper military title is Specialist Swartz, not Princess Anastasia. These are some pretty fucking funny ones. I mean, even if they're not true, it's still fucking funny. Not allowed to threaten anyone with black magic. Not allowed to challenge anyone's disbelief of black magic by asking for hair. Not allowed to get silicone breast implants. Not allowed to play Pulp Fiction with a suction cup dart pistol and any officer.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Not allowed to add, in accordance with the prophecy, to the end of answers I give to a question an officer asks me.
Oh, damn, dude.
Not allowed to add pictures of officers I don't like to war criminal posters.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Not allowed to title any product "Get Over It."
Nice.
This next one is good. Not allowed to purchase anyone's soul on government time.
On government time? God
That's the part. On government time. On your own time, do whatever you want, sir.
Yeah.
Let's see. Not allowed to join any militia. Not allowed to form any militia.
Oh, wow.
Not allowed out of my office when the president visited Sarajevo.
Nice. Yeah.
That
put me in the... No, go ahead.
Okay, must attempt not to antagonize SAS. That's the British Special Forces, is SAS.
We've all played Call of Duty, dude.
Oh, yeah? Everyone, but... Not me, but... Here we go. Not allowed to let sock puppets take responsibility for any of my actions. Followed by not allowed to let sock puppets take command of my post. Not allowed to chew gum at formation unless I brought enough for everybody. The next day, not allowed to chew gum at formation even if I did bring enough for everybody.
God damn. Really quick, Mad Metal, if you're still listening, man, get that shit on tape. Whatever happens.
Let's see.
I'll catch it. He says that some crackhead bitch fucked up his door handle.
Oh, no, that sucks, man.
Oh, man. Well, it's probably too late to get it on tape now, but oh, well. What else you got?
Let's see. May not bring a drag queen to the battalion formal dance.
All these people fucking...
I'm not reading all 213.
Right. Try to skim through them.
Nerve gas is not funny. Number 93.
I can kind of go through. It put me in the mindset of the unnecessary warning labels, so I was kind of looking those up. So we can kind of alternate. We can alternate if you want. Like this one was a theft warning in church. There's a sign in a church that says, "Warning: articles of value should not be left on seats whilst receiving Holy Communion." That's fucking horrible, dude.
That's pretty bad.
God damn. It's like, dude, people are stealing stuff.
A smiley face is not used to mark a minefield.
Oh my god. Here's one coat hanger that has the that paper shit around it. It says, "Caution, do not swallow."
God damn,
Jesus
dude.
Christ, dude.
Claymore mines are not filled with yummy candy, and it is wrong to tell new soldiers that they are.
Wow. Oh, here's a good one. This is for a trampoline, apparently. It says, use this equipment is at your own risk, blah, blah, blah. One of the lists, it says, if you have a ... and it lists a bunch of them. One of them says, if you are over 40 years old or have any other ailment. So apparently being over 40 years old is an ailment. Oh, man. That's fucked up.
Oh, let's see. Crucifying mice is a bad idea.
Wow.
Background on that, they had a who are the guys, the sergeants, the supply sergeants who while they were over just kind of went fucking nutty because the mice kept getting into fucking everything and destroying it. And he just fucking started kind of going a little off the deep end and literally took popsicle sticks and crucified mice to show the other mice.
Wow. Jesus, dude. That's pretty fucking out there, dude. This one is on, it's a picture of a semi-truck, Chipotle, the Mexican food place. There's a notice on the Chipotle semi-truck trailer that says, "Notice, drivers do not carry burritos." That is fucking amazing. Oh, dude.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. That's amazing.
The loudspeaker system is not to be used to broadcast the soundtrack to a porno movie.
Oh my god. All right, this is a coffee place. The little sleeves they put on, so you can grab it because it's hot or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, this one, it says, "Caution hot," and then underneath that it says, "Avoid pouring on crotch area."
Yeah, because that's something people are doing a lot of on purpose.
Well, it happened at least once, dude.
Here we go. Shouting, "Let's do the village. Let's do the whole fucking village while out on a mission" is a bad idea.
Damn, dude. God. Here's one from a lifeguard type, whatever. It's a pool. This is translated. It's in some other language that I absolutely don't recognize underneath it, so that it might be the translation. But it says, "Warning: No swimming if you can't swim."
Well, if you can't swim, you're not gonna swim. I think that's called drowning.
Right? Yeah. It's called dropping to the bottom like a fucking stone.
All right, here's a twofer. It really has, you have to have both of them to really fully get it. Number 145. I should not drink 3 quarts of blue food coloring before a urine test. Number 146. Nor should I drink 3 quarts of red food coloring and scream during the same.
That's fucking, oh god, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's that second one, to like and scream while you're doing the test.
All right, this next one is a prescription bottle, and for the patient's name it says Parker, and then in parentheses it says dog. So this is from a pet or whatever. It has the sticker that says may cause drowsiness, alcohol may intensify this effect, use care when operating a car or dangerous machinery.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
For all the driving dogs out there, dude.
Well, do you know if you need like antibiotics, you can get them from like aquarium centers. The antibiotics they put in fish tanks are identical to the ones that humans take.
Wow.
They're perfectly safe. So if like you need amoxicillin and you can't get it from the doctor or it's too expensive, you can usually get amoxicillin from like pet stores for aquariums.
Wow. Like free, you mean, or like they just sell it to you cheap?
They sell it to you super cheap. I'm not saying people should take it. I want to make that very clear. I'm just saying it's identical in chemical form. Could that be in a situation where that's your only option? That is something you might want to research and decide for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's between you dying and not dying, why not?
Or even if it just fucking burns when you pee and you can't get afford to stop the doctor,
Yeah. But for whatever reasons, don't be too proud to go to the aquarium store and buy cheap amoxicillin.
Yeah. Following up on the prescription, putting red Mike and Ike's into a prescription medicine bottle and then eating them all in a formation is not funny.
that's fucking hilarious. I beg to differ on that one, dude. That is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the chat real quick because there's a lot of them. I'm not gonna read all of them, but
yeah, let's see. I'll do one last one here on my list. This is at a zoo. On the fence, it says, "Please be safe. Do not stand, sit, climb, or lean on fences. If you fall, animals could eat you, and that might make them sick. Thank you."
Yeah. I've seen that at the zoo where the San Francisco Zoo, man. That's funny. Yeah.
Right.
And the last one here, I will not create new DOD forms and then force people to fill them out.
Damn. All right. Okay, we'll do one last one on mine. Why not? This is the tag on a shirt, I believe, or maybe pants, whatever. The directions say, wash inside out, remove child before washing. That's fucking amazing.
Oh, man. No, don't remove the kid before washing. That's the fun part.
I'm sorry. I just read the next one while I was looking at. All right, I got to do this one. This is crazy. All right, you may be at risk for throat cancer if you. The first one is smoke or chew tobacco. Second one is have a throat or mouth.
Oh man.
Dude. God damn. Okay, that's enough of that
Didn't
shit.
They used to have commercials with the dude that was like missing a fucking mouth and chin and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like his entire lower jaw and shit were fucking missing. Yeah.
And they always blamed it on smoking, but it was always really chewing tobacco.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I still remember watching the one dude I knew fucking chew tobacco and smoke cigarettes at the same time.
Jesus, dude. That is makes me feel better about my smoking addiction. My tobacco addiction, nicotine, whatever.
Well, I think the most I ever got up to was a pack a day. when I smoked.
Oh, Jesus,
and then like
dude.
if I had a really shitty day, I might end up with like a pack and a half that I smoked or something.
No, I think I'm trying to think. When I was in rehab the first time, I was smoking 3 packs a day, dude.
Oh shit! You must have been fucking lighting them off the other one, just fucking as you put them on.
Almost, dude. It would be a few minutes in between, dude. A couple minutes in between, dude. Yeah, yeah. Although again, that was incredibly stressful time in my life. So that was a big part of it.
Yeah, well, and they were probably a lot cheaper back then too.
Yeah, well, plus I was in Florida where they're incredibly cheap. It was like $4 a pack, dude. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, so it wasn't nearly as bad.
Yeah, I think it's like $8 or $9 a pack now here. So nobody's smoking in California. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but I was amazed at how cheap they were. I'm like, what do you mean it's only $4 for a pack of cigarettes?
Oh, we used to be able to order from Mexico. So you know how like Class A cigarettes are the ones you see? They're always Class A.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we used to mail order Class C cigarettes from Mexico. Yeah. And the clients could get a carton of cigarettes for like $10, $12.
Oh, wow.
For a carton of cigarettes from the Class C cigarettes from Mexico.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
How bad?
It was all mail order. Like you literally mailed checks and like order forms. It was super old school. And the first time you ordered, you had to send a copy of your driver's license. That was all you had to do for it to be legal for them to mail it to you. I think it's all changed now. I don't think you can still do it, but that was the shit right there. Like now, if you wanted to get cheap ones, you probably have to go to like one of the Indian reservations nearby.
Yeah, and even then, they're marketing them like they're still way cheaper because the tax is fucking ridiculous on cigarettes. But they're still charging, they're saving like $2, maybe $3 at the most per pack.
Yeah, but if you go down and just buy like 3 or 4 cartons every couple of months, you're saving a ton of money, so it's worth it.
Oh yeah.
And I think the nearest reservation here is maybe 45 minutes away. Drive about 45 and you can be at one of the Indian casinos and buy the fucking cheap cigarettes and all that.
Yeah. See, mine, it's literally like a 15-minute
too.
Yeah, it's a 15-minute drive, dude.
Oh, you're only a 15-minute drive. Yeah. So the reason I was saying you buy a couple of cartons, you're going to drive 45 minutes. You're not going to save money if you're not going to save money if you're only buying like a carton because you're spending it all on extra gas instead of walking to the corner store.
Right. Yeah, no, that's the thing is like here where I live, like south of Phoenix, like everything between here and Phoenix, the I-10 interstate is essentially cutting through the reservation. So, like just 10 miles up the freeway is a fucking, a gas station that sells cigarettes for like $7 a pack. Or that's the American Spirits. It's cheaper for anything else. American Spirits are almost $10, like $9.50 to $10 anywhere here. And they won't go for like $7 a pack up there.
And I always used to like American Spirit Lights was, I think, the one that finally, I don't know, it was a toss-up. I would smoke like Marlboro Lights and American Spirit Lights.
And the American Spirits, man, when I quit, they really pack the fucking tobacco in there, man. It's like smoking a goddamn cigar.
Like American Spirits will go out if you're not constantly smoking them.
Yeah.
Like, but plus it is almost not bad, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it is almost like smoking 2 cigarettes, dude. It's at least 1.5 as far as the tobacco count or whatever, because you don't have to pack them. Like packing them is pointless because it doesn't move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The cigarettes don't get packed. But yeah, and I want my lung cancer to be as all natural as possible.
Well, for me, it was more about like price. So, like, I really like the American Spirits, but sometimes I can only afford like the Marlboro Lights.
Yeah, because they're at least $1 or $2 more per pack. Yeah, well, yeah. See, for me, I think it's worth it because
have like 2-for-1 Chesterfields or some shit. So I'd buy that and fucking smoke Chesterfields for however long.
Oh, right. Or like they'd have the buy one, get one free of like Parliaments or something.
Yeah, Parliament. Yeah. Every once in a while, I was smoking Parliament. The ones I really liked the most were like the filtered Lucky Strikes and the filtered Lucky Strike Lights. But they stopped legally being allowed to sell them maybe a year after I started smoking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for some reason they're not allowed in California. Or they just aren't sold in California. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen them here either. That's weird. I wonder if they just had to go under a different name for some reason. That would be weird if that were the case, but you never know.
I haven't seen anything. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. But then again, I'm not smoking now, so it doesn't really matter anymore. So
right. Yeah, I'm still holding out. I'm really trying to fucking quit, though. God damn. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
I started with the clove cigarette, so fucking.
What is it with you and fucking going to extremes, dude?
Yeah,
you start with LSD is for your fucking drug use. You start with fucking clove cigarettes for your smoking.
No smoking weed, no drinking. I'm just gonna fucking get fried on LSD. 3 hits my first shot.
That was so fucking insane to me, dude. And you didn't have a bad trip, huh?
No, the first trip was great.
Yeah, I had quite a few really great trips before I had the bad before the bad one started.
The second one was not so good. I'd do it again. I would definitely do it again. But I mean, first and foremost, it's real hard to get a hold of. I've found a lot of people that are willing to sell me like 100. Like they'll sell me like a whole sheet of 100 for like $500 or something like that.
Right.
And then I can obviously make. And then the essentially the implication is I would then become a dealer for them.
Right.
For like $500, and then I'd go make like 1,000, sell it for like $10 a hit or something.
See, when I was doing it, it was only $5 a hit, man.
Yeah, but there's nobody selling in less than that amount that I could find. I'm sure there is. I just don't have the connections anymore.
Yeah. No, I remember being able to get a sheet for fucking as low as $100 back in the day. Turn around, make 500 off of that 100.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But yeah, I never actually sold it. I should have. I was doing it enough. I should have been fucking selling it.
Yeah. Well, I'm smart enough. If I really, really was like sincerely wanted to, I could make it.
Right.
Like, I'm more than capable of figuring out how to make that kind of shit. I just don't fucking. There's certain lines that just aren't worth crossing.
Right. Yeah. And who's gonna be the guinea pig for that? Make sure you got it right.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah, an actual guinea pig, I guess.
I got a dog.
Yeah, close enough.
It's not technically my dog, but nobody'd really notice if it went crazy.
Yeah, nobody would suspect a thing.
I'll just slip it in somebody's fucking casserole.
Yeah, although I did have a dog that was addicted to the toads.
Oh god,
that dog was fucking Well, he would like kill them and eat them. But yeah, he would fucking sit there and just pant like crazy. He could barely fucking walk. He could barely stand, dude. And he'd just be fucking panting like fucking harder than he'd ever panted in his fucking life, dude. Just constantly. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. Yeah, dude, it was fucking hilarious, dude. Oh my god.
Well, it's like people try to get that super angry when people fucking blow weed smoke at their dog.
Like, yeah, why?
Like, the dog can leave, man, and some of them get into it,
Dude, my friend had a cat that would literally follow the joint around the fucking room for that fucking reason, dude. You know what I mean? Because everybody would fucking give him little nose hits or whatever.
Yeah.
He would literally, wherever the joint was, that cat was following it and fucking hanging out, waiting, to get fucking stoned.
Yeah, some animals dig it. Some pets are down. It's really not all that bad for them, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fun to watch a cat, dude. Holy shit. Watching a cat that's high is really entertaining, dude, because they don't calm down. They fucking, or at least the one I saw. I guess they're probably different, just like people, but
sure.
Yeah, the one I had fucking spurred the fuck out, dude. And fucking running around like crazy.
Yeah, well, he's getting some exercise. He's enjoying himself.
Yeah, it's a win-win,
ladies and gentlemen. Weed for animals.
Yeah, and they're animals, dude. Why should they not be able to get high, dude?
Animals, I think it's too. Where's vegan games when we need him to come in here and tell us why we're terrible people because we think it's funny?
That would be an interesting debate for him to get involved in. Tell us why it's bad to get a horse drunk or a dog high.
Well, first of all, he might be like the opposite, but either way, I'd love to hear what his reasoning is.
Yeah, it would probably be.
Like he might be for it or against it, but I want to hear why because he sounds like a pretty wacky dude.
Yeah, his logic is really out there. He really seems psychotic to me, dude. Like,
there's a lot of weird fucking people out there, man. That one dude who fucking who just sits there and stares at the camera with a goofy smile on his face.
Oh yeah, the guy with over 100,000 followers. Yeah,
and all he does is fucking stare at the camera and just slightly smile.
Yeah, for 4 hours. I don't know if you mentioned that. 4 hours. He just sits there and stares at the fucking camera. And if he has to pee,
I love the fact that he occasionally fucking peed himself.
Yeah, that is amazing to me, dude. What was that guy's name? Benjamin something.
I wonder if he ever gets demonetized.
Yeah, for the urine ones.
Yeah, like if they're like, nope, inappropriate.
Right. Yeah, we watched your video, and 3.5 hours in, you urinated, so demonetized.
Now here's another.
Although it would have to be.
Does it get cold after a while?
I would imagine it has to, dude.
I mean, well, it depends on it's going to be hot because it's coming out of your body, so
yeah,
it's going to feel warm.
Degrees.
Like at a certain point, the evaporative effect, it's going to make it cold, right? Like you're just going to feel like cold like pants.
Well, it depends on what temperature your apartment's at, but yeah, it's going to get room temperature, which is going to feel cold.
Yeah, room temperature pee. Make your pants feel cold.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that dude's fucking nuts, man. Yeah, it really seems like a post I guess that's kind of the best for me. Like, it's kind of the best example of like postmodern art, dude.
Yeah,
like there's really no fucking point to this. There's no deeper meaning, but you're almost like pretending there is. Like that's kind of the way I view all postmodern art. It's just some wacky shit.
The thing that fucking Shia LaBeouf did, where he met some chick in a hotel room. And they both wore cameras, but they didn't say anything to each other. They just sat there and stared at each other for like 2 hours.
Oh no shit! I missed that.
It was whole, like art piece that he did at one point a while ago, and it was just like that's not fucking art. That's just dumb.
Yeah, it's just stupid shit you think of, and then like you're supposed to. I don't know if they're supposed to pretend that there's meaning, or the point that there is no meaning is the meaning. Like it's some dumb, stupid fucking shit like that, dude. And it's just awful.
If in order for your audience to get something out of it, you have to explain it, it's not art to me.
Yeah. Well, there can be exceptions.
They're getting out of it on their own without anybody prompting them.
Yeah, but if it's just you doing weird shit and deliberately having it have no meaning, I don't fucking. Ugh. Yeah, and that's a big thing is the fact that it doesn't mean anything. Like that's the big part of the art. Apparently, if I'm understanding it correctly, and I may not be.
Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? These people are kooks.
Yeah,
I saw some shit in the Museum of Modern Art because I'm so close to San Francisco, so obviously in school you'd go to like take trips and like what are the day trips or field trips? Field trips, that's what they call them. But we also did it in like the junior college. It's in town too. Yeah, they made us go to the Museum of Modern Art, and it was just like, this is awful.
Yeah.
Just fucking so boring. It was so boring and so not at all interesting, and nothing there was in any way to me artistic.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
It's sitting on the fucking ground sideways. Ooh.
Yeah, this means something. Except
or somebody fucking turned an oscillating fan over so that it, you know, instead of pointing to the side, it points up and just, you know, arcs back and forth like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude.
They hung on a bunch of wires from the ceiling over it.
Yeah.
So it just blows the sheet around, and it's just like, that looks insane. That doesn't look artistic to me.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Somebody's willing to pay
There's some clever
a bunch of fucking money for it. So
yeah, there is some clever shit out there, dude, that I've seen, but a lot of it's just garbage nowadays. For at least the last decade, probably at least 20 years.
Oh, you know what's interesting? I'll see if I can find some. But Jim Carrey does modern art paintings that actually look like art.
Right. Dude, that reminds me, dude. I started watching that Jim and Andy thing on fucking Netflix. I couldn't get all the way through it, dude. It was making me uncomfortable.
Okay, good. No porn. It makes you feel uncomfortable. Yeah, it's like,
yeah. I kind of forced myself to watch at least. I think I got about 40 minutes into it, and I'm like, I kind of feel. I just feel bad, and this is it's creeping me out too much, dude. Like, I know that happens, but but actually watching him, you know, thinking he's Tony, or, you know, acting like Tony Orlando and referring to Jim Carrey as another person.
Oh yeah, I had to take breaks.
Yeah, maybe I'll go back and watch it again.
Fascinating. I watched it for like, you know, 20, 30 minutes, and then I'd take a break and watch other stuff for a while, and then come back to it like the next day and watch a little bit more.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to try to do that.
By Jim Carrey. I think this might be a painting of Jim Carrey. Let's see. Here's one of his.
Wow.
It's sort of weirdly psychedelic, classic painting. Like
it reminds me of like a psychedelic Van Gogh, man. It really does.
That's not him. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I mean, it's genuinely like there's something there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Yeah. It's not. You know what really bugged me was the ones where it was just little boxes that were different colors and shit.
Oh yeah.
Like it was. You know what I'm talking about? From like the 80s, I think.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I totally know.
Like I don't want to look at art and think that I could easily reproduce it.
Yeah. Well, and with the Jim Carrey paintings, it's like, it's obviously modern. It's not like your classic style of painting.
Right.
You know, there's a lot more different colors used, but there's very much a style there. There's very much a sense of some sort of message being given. Like, you may not necessarily get what he's trying to he's getting out of it, but you're getting something out of it.
Yeah. The Jesus one looked a lot like a Van Gogh to me, but yeah. Not quite.
Well, I mean, the other stuff that's just one of his paintings, though. Like, he doesn't always do the same thing. But I think what's interesting is, like, I could go through a museum of modern art if it was stuff similar to that, in sort of like there is something to it.
Yeah.
Maybe I just haven't seen enough modern art, but most of it I've seen is garbage. So, but I mean, I know. By the way, it's literally just garbage that somebody put on a fucking pedestal.
Yeah, and it's supposed to have some deep bullshit meaning. Although again, that's, you know what? At least the modern art pretended to have meaning, even though it was stupid. Like the postmodern art is literally, seems like that's the point. Is it doesn't mean anything. It's just fucking random bullshit, dude. Yeah. I find that offensive, dude. I find them both offensive, to be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah. I was
gonna say, I think it's time to wrap up. I think we've probably reached as far as we're gonna reach.
Yeah, we probably should have gone offline and bullshitted like an hour ago, but no, wow.
No, I think we did good. We didn't retread old territory nearly as much this time. Let's do this on air.
That's progress. Progress.
All right, man. Everybody that came in and joined us, Mad Metal, Commander AMB. Let's see.
Dade Murphy,
and then there was Pixel. Oh no, Jinx Curtis. Thank you guys.
Curtis. And of Stench Ever. Don't forget Stench Ever.
Oh, William Stench Ever, of course, as usual. Yeah. Definitely awesome to have you. Thank you guys for showing up, and we're out of here, man.
Bye-bye.